last live stream that I did for the I think it was last night's live stream with the whole Madeline situation again. I decided to wait it out till the end. I was like, for the little outro that I do with all of the music, and I had done all of this waiting for the whole thing to finish. And then I accidentally cut off the last few seconds, so the ending didn't cut off right. I was like, fuck. Um, but life is hard. But anyway, so we're here today, and we're gonna be finishing the replay of. Well, I'm gonna try to finish. I might have to do a third one of these if I don't get to finish today, but I'm hoping I can finish it today. Today is the second version, where we are replaying the Kaze stories. So first, and so in all of these live streams, also, by the way, you hear me say this name 3 times. So first, I didn't know how the fuck to say it. And so on my own, I was just reading it like Case Z, Casze. I was just reading it like Case Z. I didn't know how the fuck to say it. And then I was seeing the Raylee Rokavina posted, she was saying it like Kazaze. So then I was saying it like Kazaze for a second. And then fucking the former employees video, they call it Kaze. Like Casze, but like Ka and then Ze. But and so yeah, fucking I don't know. And these videos, y'all hear me say this shit like 3 different ways. I'll be saying it like KZ, Kazaze, Kaze. I don't really know how the fuck it's pronounced. I've been sticking with since then Kaze, since that's how the employees said it. Um, but yeah, who fucking knows, man? And I said who, not he. Anyway, my bad. Fucking But so just like I did last time, I wrote out timestamps and where the video location was for where the videos are. I'm hearing things. I thought my anyway, I'm sorry. I thought my friend was here, but then that's not right. Anyway, so we're gonna fucking start with the Don slash the real Jensu story. Then we're gonna move into the former employee story. After that, we'll get into, let's see, yeah, Diana's story. And then there's another client named Zion, whose story we'll check out, as well as, last but not least, if we have time, I want to watch the thing that I did comparing Rayleigh Wikavena to the Don and Diana. Um, and so the Don slash the real Jinsu, she used to have like, how like on I don't really know the difference or which one is which, so whatever. But you know how on like TikTok you can have a different username than your handle, if that makes sense. Like whatever, like let's say your hand. I don't know if this is the right thing, so I should probably know this, but whatever. Let's say like your handle is your @, but then you can have a different profile name, right? So you can have like your profile name and then your handle. I think her profile name was DaDon, and her handle, her has always been the real Jensu. But previously, it was like the handle was the real Jensu, but the profile name was DaDon. And then so I was calling her DaDon, and I think other creators did too. And then she changed the Don to the real Jensu to match, and it matches the now. So where I was previously talking about the Don, if I refer to just the real Jensu now, that's the same person. Um, Fucking yeah. So we're gonna look at all of that. Basically, I'm gonna do it just like last time, where we watch the timestamps and pull it up in order and everything like that. So I might pop in a little bit, add additional commentary like last time, and oh, and that's another thing too. Before we start, I renamed the live stream from last time. So before I had called it like Let's See with Lexi or something like that. But now I'm calling it the replay because we're replaying what I already did. And I was like, yeah, I already have a little segment called replay. So why aren't I just calling it that? Because it is a fucking replay. And that makes more sense. Because before I had that disclaimer, like, maybe you don't want to watch this. But now, since I'm obviously calling it a replay, it's like you know what you're getting into this time. You know what I mean? I don't know. It just makes more sense to me. So yeah, I renamed both of them for that purpose because I feel like it better fits. Okay, so I'm gonna actually roll my fucking intro, then we're gonna do this bitch. I apologize, like, I knew the volume differences would be pretty bad, but I didn't think they would be as bad as they were. They're pretty fucking bad, so my bad about that. From last time, I expect a similar thing to happen again this time, so oops. Anyway, all right, let's do this, bitch. I am going to roll my intro and then I'm just going to get right into it. I think I will try to, in between each person's story, let you know whose story we're on, but I might, keep like just going through their story straight through without stopping, maybe. We'll see. I don't know. Last time I kind of mixed it up. Like sometimes I was stopping and telling you what we were watching, and sometimes I was just playing that shit. So we'll see what happens. But yeah. So apologies in advance for any rough water, so to speak, with the fucking video footage. But alright, I'm gonna shut the fuck up. Let's do this, bitch. My bad. Hi, my name is Lexi, aka Deaf Child. I'm born deaf, hard of hearing. Deafness runs in my family genetically. Speech is not fully accessible to me. My team was one of the top teams between 2020 and 2024 in New Orleans and Louisiana. I began doing business as Deaf Child in 2013, marketing 2011, and sales 2009. I've earned 50 plus certifications in marketing and sales. And I have my Bachelor of Science from Loyola University, New Orleans, with a music industry studies major and a business administration minor. Visit my site at noladeafchild.com. So I already set all of these settings to be sped up to 1.75 speed. I'll slow it down if I feel like I need to, but I think it's probably last time I forgot to, and then I just didn't. But whatever. Fucking, I may or may not end up slowing this shit down, but it's at 1.75 speed. You can go watch it on the original videos to see it at regular speed. So yeah, we are starting off with the DaDon slash the Therealjinsu story. And so I am going to just go ahead and mute and hit play, and we will see how this takes off. Oh, and before I do that though, I wanted to mention one more thing. So first, what happened was Raylee was called out by Casze. Sandera made all of these videos like Raylee's a thief, Raylee stole my gown, like all of this shit, and won't pay for it in full or bring it back. And those are technically true statements, I guess. But in terms of like, like didn't pay for it in full, didn't bring it back. But like, and then there's the whole, Rayleigh situation. Her, for me, what is interesting? Her sister and her husband had spoken out, I believe, and was kind of saying like the exact same things that Rayleigh said in the video she came out with. But in my opinion, I feel like people didn't sway their public opinion on Casze until they saw the Dawn slash the Therealjinsu. She published her stories. Those came out in relation to this, and then the whole public opinion swayed on Casze. You know what I'm saying? And so yeah, that was like how I perceived it. Anyway, okay, so now I'm gonna actually mute and play this thing. We need to check out next, or not need to, but this is what I want to check out next. Now, I will say this, of course, does not have captions, unfortunately for us. And I really miss, like, they used to put like this transcription thing up in here. I swear to fucking God, I'm not crazy. It used to be here, and it's not anymore. And I missed that. Like, where did you go? Where did the accessibility go, TikTok? Why are you doing this to me? Anyway, okay, so let's do a reaction. This is gonna be, so this video is like 10 minutes. One of the other video is, this video is like 9 minutes, and this video is 6 minutes. So we've got like 25 minutes of content to react to here. So I imagine this might take us about another hour. But yeah, alrighty, let's figure out the full story because I need to know. Like, I'm like, dude, I'm fucking fascinated because the fact that I feel like I might have been duped is fucking with my head. I'm like, bro, dude, I don't know what's real anymore. Okay, let's find out.
So I know y'all seen that video of that lady on y'all for you page, Casze whatever you want to call her.
I just turned off fucking computer volume all the way up and shit because I feel like it's a super low volumized. But I think she was saying that she had to make this video because she had just saw what was stitched in her for you page, and what was stitched was that chop and screwed video that Casze Z did, where it was like when your client goes to you or whatever, with a 5,000 or 10,000, I forget what it said with the dress. But yeah, okay, so let's see what happened. If y'all can't hear this, I'm so sorry. Can you hear this? I could barely hear this. I mean, if you're deaf, I know how you feel because I'm deaf, but you know what I mean, like, bro. And then people are like, if you can hear, you're not deaf. What about hard of hearing, bitch? It's a hoedown. Anyway,
and scammed out $10,000, and it's actually kind of funny because she's a scammer herself. And yeah, let's just get into my stories. I'm like,
damn, she was like, okay, she's talking about how she was scammed out of $10,000, but it's funny because she's a scammer herself. And so then she's like, let's get into her story. Okay, we're doing that now. We are doing that. Oh, but
I woke up so happy today that the scammer got scammed, y'all. Y'all don't know, and y'all gonna see when y'all see this dress that she sent me and how I still don't have my money or the dress, why it was an issue and why she did.
Hold on. Did she just say y'all gonna see when you see the dress that she sent me when I don't have my money or the dress? Is that what she just said? So does she get another dress? Like what does that mean? Did I hear that right or did I hear that wrong? There's no captioners on here. I wanna reiterate, I'm deaf, so if I hear the wrong thing, that's a possibility. Now, I have right here, you see this little button with like 3 lines in the little music. I can turn on the live captioner here, but I don't feel like it always translates accurately. And I wish it would record on the OBS. It pisses me off that it doesn't, but life is hard. I wonder if I can add a new window for this and if that would work. Huh. I'm gonna have to try that one day. Okay, sorry.
Deserve this scamming, so let her dwell there in her scam. Yeah, so let's just get into it. So this is the dress that I ordered. Okay, this is the dress that I ordered. This dress was $17.50. Yeah.
So that is a gorgeous dress. Is this appropriate for a prom dress? Is a different question for me. But I don't want to judge anybody. But it's a gorgeous dress. It's a gorgeous dress. Gorgeous dress. Oh yeah, I had gotten the stories confused. I realized it later in this video. This is not supposed to be for a prom dress, obviously, but for some reason in my head, I had it in my head that this was the prom dress story, but that's a different story. That was my bad, but yeah.
Yes, you heard me right. $17.50, and I didn't have a problem with that because I wanted this exact.
I will say, can you even wear that dress to prom though? Because I don't think that my high school would have let you in the building. That you wouldn't have been allowed in to prom. I went to 2 proms actually because I went to my friend's prom and we went to each other's proms as each other's prom dates. And so I don't think you would have been allowed in at either prom in that dress. It is a gorgeous dress though.
Exact dress, and she was the person who made this exact.
Okay, here's why I think, on a certain level, yeah, when you're a teenager, you should have a space to explore your sexuality, right? I think you should, safely, when you're a teenager, when you're an older teenager, like senior in high school, you know what I'm saying? But when people your own age, but fucking, there's something about the way that this dress for a teenager sexualizes teenagers that I don't like, but I don't also want to be body shaming teenagers for just existing either, because here's my thing too, like, sexualizing the nude body is also a colonial construct. So, like, in my opinion, too, though, because I'm feeling conflicted, right? Because part of me is like, the sexualization of the body is a colonial concept, and human beings should just be able to, you know what I'm saying? Like, what if she was wearing a bathing suit? And here's more thoughts I have on this and further processing. I actually don't even like my take on this now, because, like, for me, there are different people who, like for me, like, if you go back to my fucking own ancestors would be wearing a much different, in the summer, we had different winter wear and summer wear. And summer wear would be a bit more, like, not up to European standards with modesty. And so now, like, I've been thinking more on that history. And I've been thinking more on, like, because there's also been, since then, I've gotten into a discussion in a broader context of basically slut shaming women for dressing, for how women dress, and so now I'm like, honestly, don't even like this take too, because I do think there is a point to be made about how teenagers and how women in general can be sexualized, even if we're just trying to feel pretty and not necessarily be sexualized, just feel like gorgeous, and enjoy our own like body and be comfortable in our skin. Because there is a way to do that, like without it being sexual. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just like if someone was in a bathing suit would be the problem, right? I think there's also a point. I understand the point to be made, about because of social issues, though. Like, well, I don't really like when people say because of social issues, we can't just do that. I think that is a response from being colonialized, and I think that's where that response comes from. Even from like my original response here, from where I'm like, well, because on certain level, yeah, I believe, like people will be intentionally sexualizing young girls and young women in a way that is extremely inappropriate. That is a conversation to be had because the specific apparel items were created and used for specific things. And so I do think that is a conversation, but then another conversation, like, this dress isn't that though, so why would I even say that? Right? Like, where I'm like, maybe because, like, for me, honestly, though, even if you want to make like comments about, because for me, the most inappropriate part for if it were a high schooler only would have been where I would have covered up more um, here, but because I feel like the top region is actually pretty common for prom dresses, but fucking I don't know. Is my mouse even showing up on here? No, I don't think it is. But I'm thinking of like we're like in the crotch area, But is where I would have covered up more potentially if it were like like depending on the situation too though, because I'm also been known to show my ass. Like I don't give a fuck. Like if it's hot as shit, I will wear some short ass fucking shorts. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? So like I do have mixed feelings too because I feel like back in the day, we didn't need to worry about what are we wearing because even if like there was a difference between having a sexual attraction for somebody versus sexualizing people. You know what I'm saying? And there's a difference between like respecting autonomy and consent, and just having different cultural practices around just the way we perceive like autonomy, our bodies, and dress in general, um, as well as sexualization. I think that needs to be discussed. Like, sorry, I'm pausing for that because that's totally irrelevant, but I just feel like it needs to be like mentioned. Like, I've got mixed feelings about this concept. Okay, I'm gonna pause and keep going. That's my bad. At the beach and somebody was sexualizing her, they can suck my fucking dick, right? But then it's like, I feel conflicted because at the same time, I think that society over sexualizes people from a young age to where it brings me concern when I perceive, oh, well, I don't, I perceive that the dress could be sexual. Maybe something's wrong with me for thinking this. This is something wrong with me. Maybe there's something wrong with me. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. You know what I mean, though? Right. Okay, let's keep going.
Dress. So if that was your price, then okay, as long as it came looking like this, okay, I have an issue. This was the invoice, and if you look like where it says deposit payment, and you look under and you see total is 750, and on the date of, which was January 3rd.
Okay, so she's showing she didn't just pay the deposit. Oh no, she did pay the deposit. She was saying the total was 1750, and this is the deposit with the processing fee. Okay. So she charges $1,000 just to do a consultation. Is that consultation including the design and the sketching of the dress? Because if so, then I would understand why it's $1,000 if the final design of the dress is in there, because then you're paying for the rights to the sketch and you could go take that anywhere, right? But if not, wow, that's a lot. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there's something I'm missing though.
When we did the consultation, because it was through Zoom, when we did the consultation, I had to send the money right after, and that's exactly what happened. Like I sent her the deposit, and yeah, that was that. So that's that. I'm sorry, I made a mistake. This was the consultation. So I needed the dress in February. I reached out to her in December. This was the consultation right here, and
Okay, so what happened to her happened in 2022. So she's been sitting on this for like 2 years now. Okay, wow. And I think that does establish, like timeline in regards to some things for me.
Yeah, we did this consultation. It was through Zoom because she's in Atlanta and I'm in New York. And I asked her if that would be an issue, and she reassured me that it would not be an issue. So I continued with the process. The invoice gets paid, babe, like right away. You asked for your payment January 3rd and you received your payment January 3rd. So I don't even know like how she's saying she got scammed out of a dress, or how this lady that scammed her ended up with a dress.
So I think she's saying that she doesn't understand how Raylee could have potentially scammed Case Z because of the way Case Z had her buy the dress, or she had to pay for it in front at every step of the way. Is where I think she is going. Maybe I'm wrong for that, but that's how I'm processing this.
With with no payment, because she wasn't starting shit. You see in her policy, it says that you gotta send money in order for her to even start. So I don't even know how that happened. That's not my business. But this is a paid.
Dude, yeah, that is policy. I can understand how if she was like, even though that's my policy, I'm gonna go above and beyond for this one customer for her wedding on a rush order. But yeah, that's my policy too for marketing. Like you know what I mean? Like typically, there's one client I have. He is 70 years old, and so I will, like for him, I will do it for him up front because you gotta help your elders. You know what I'm saying? And I invoice him later basically because we have that kind of relationship. And if you get there with me, like where you've proven to me you're not gonna let me down and you're not gonna fuck me over, I might get there with you to where I will do the work for you and then send you the invoice. But for the most part, because of how many people have fucked me over, especially if you're a stranger, but for the first like year or two of us doing business together, you gotta pay up front for me. You know what I'm saying? Because of, and it's nothing against you individually, unless it is you that fucked me over. But it's nothing against you individually. It's just that that's what I have to do to protect myself. So and I'm pretty firm on that policy, unless you're really close, like you got in close to me. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you know what I mean? Like I'm just thinking like how I would operate as a business owner. You know what I
mean? Yeah, I seen the dress. Let me show y'all what she sent me. This is what she sent me. You see how the dress is unfinished? You see how.
Okay, so before I was thinking there's no way a dress, if it was fitted to the appropriate size that it was supposed to be fitted at, and she didn't change the fit, and I had believed that statement, I was thinking there's no way that the dress didn't fit this other person on the wedding all of a sudden, unless the woman was pregnant and her body was changing rapidly, right? And that was my initial thought, to be honest. But now when we look at this dress and we look at this fit and how it doesn't fit her either, that does lead me into question if there is issues here with that. I'm not saying it definitely is. I'm just saying could it be a possibility? You know what I'm saying? Because for it to be this level, like once or every now and then, it's like maybe it's the person who maybe there's but maybe either the person lied or the person's body changed, right? But like two clients in a row like this, it's just I'm like I don't know. That looks a little off, but I don't do design, so how am I supposed to know how common this is? Like, it's just common. You know what I'm saying? If this is common, please excuse me for reading too much into it. But if this is not common, I would like this noted.
How this is like these jewels. This is nothing like what I asked for. And before she even sent the dress out, she was supposed to send me videos, like of progress. Yes, this is the unfinished dress. And not only like we had already had problems, which I'm gonna insert in the next video, but we already had problems leading up to like me even getting the dress because I wanted it before my birthday because it was for my birthday and I was leaving out the country, and I told her that when we were on Zoom. I told her that numerous times.
Okay, this is not the prom dress. My bad. This is her birthday dress. All right, all right, all right. Okay. That makes more sense because you can wear whatever the fuck you want on your birthday. It's your fucking birthday. Wear whatever the fuck you want. Hell yeah. I don't know why I thought that was a prom dress. I apologize.
Before February came, and she reassured me that it was fine, it was getting worked on, and that before it even gets sent out, she'll send a video of how everything looks, like before, basically to like confirm everything before she sends it out. So I was like, okay. So I think I was supposed to get the dress the 9th because I was leaving the 11th. My birthday's on the 13th. I didn't get the dress the 9th, and when I didn't get it the 9th, she was just like, oh, we're still ahead of time, so it doesn't matter because it's gonna be shipped off, this and that. And she did take off, I think, like no, she didn't take off nothing. She just told me I had to pay for shipping because she was gonna overnight it, which is like, yes, that's your.
So she was saying that she was concerned about getting the dress on time and that the seamstress or the KC or whoever the business was telling her, no, you need to get the dress on time and we're going to overnight it. So they also had like stress with, okay, are we going to have the dress? And I understand on a certain level, anytime, like if you go to my website, I ship out clothes. I own my own clothing line as well. So I totally get when you have to send out an order, there's a pressure of, is it, and of like getting it to the client, right, for each order. But at the same time, it's like, there shouldn't be this miscommunication with every single order, in my opinion. So I know these are only 2 cases, but I'm just curious I'm wondering if this is like just 2 people are the only 2 people who had the balls to, well, Raylee was kind of forced to speak out because she was pressured into it from Case Z putting that out against her. But then, well, she made about 1 post, but her family's been speaking out for her. Versus this person right here, she's like the only one that may have had the balls to actually speak out herself because of what happened to Raylee, right? So what if it's that situation, right? Or is it just a situation where this is like just a bad day? At this point, I didn't know about the other stories, and so yeah, it's hilarious. Like I was like, oh, so much more came out for the business. It's the only like examples of experiences going wrong that are coming out about the business because those were genuinely just off days. Everybody has them. They're just unfortunate circumstances. Shit went wrong, and that sucks. It happens to all businesses. Um, who knows? Could it be like this is how she does business and watch out, or is it like well, this is just some fucked up shit that happened. It's probably fine. You know, that's up for you to decide for yourself, I guess.
Problem because you missed whatever FedEx drop off you had to make. So it's
Oh, now she's saying the drop off or the delivery was missed, which could have contributed to it not getting there on time. Oh shit, that's whole new information for her.
this is not the picture. This is me crying. This is my cousin down there. It was all crying because there's a lot of people involved in this story because I really felt like, bitch, you just scammed me and I'm about to have to come find you. Like,
Right, like if this had been fit right here for her boobs, for her body type, like it could have worked out so well. But this was too big. Either this was too big to be that low, or it should have gone higher, where this was pulled up to where this was more center here, or these should have been smaller. Like it just looked like it wasn't made to be customized to her body at all. And in my opinion, it's like I understand that when you don't have someone physically there, there's going to be issues. But at the same time, if you know someone's height and you have these specific measurements, you should then be able to get it closer to the fit than what I perceive this to be, in my opinion.
how you feeling? Like, how you feeling right now? Like somebody scammed you and you gotta go find them? That's how I feel. I feel like I gotta go find you, bitch, because
And now she's saying, okay, well, how KC feels right now, like someone scammed them and she's got to go find them. That's how she felt then. She was like, oh, you scammed me, I gotta go find you, bitch. Oh shit. That's what she said.
anybody who's seen me, who know me, the body is T, and I'm very small, but the body is T. So
Right. And she was just like, basically, I think she's discussing how this dress does not do her body justice. And I agree. I agree because you can tell, like, this is where her hips are. This is her hip. So, like, you see how she's got the hourglass figure right there? You know what I'm saying? If this was right here, sat right here, this part of the skirt sat right here. These were tinier. And, you know, you had this moved up on the neck, and these are a little bit tinier and they fit just right. Like, and this was centered to where this would come around, her belly button ring would be sat just right here, would just come down. You know what I'm saying? Like, it would look so divine. Like the aesthetic she was going for, it would have worked so well on her. Like, you know what I'm saying?
it shouldn't have been no mistakes. We gave measurements. She was on Zoom while we were taking the measurements, so she was like directing me and stuff like that because I didn't do it myself. I had someone else do it, but we were on Zoom. So
Right. And I can understand, like, when someone's not physically there to fit for to them, like, you know, the measurements could be a little bit different with people. So, like, there might be like half inch to an inch room for error in some of the ways that things could fit, right? But for it to be like this is alarming for me. I'm like, oh, wow, something went wrong.
anything that she needed clarification about or that she felt wasn't done wrong or that I even kept asking, she could have just said. So yeah, I was confused on why my dress was looking like this. I was confused on the jewels. This is not what was in the first picture that I sent her that she made. I was just not confused. But then I realized that she didn't make.
She was saying she was confused about the whole thing, and especially the jewels, because this wasn't actually what she sent her for the picture. And I'm also noticing, is it just me, or is this right here, is that broken, or is that supposed to be that way? Or is just jewel or crystal basically like falling off?
Make the dress. Whoever like works with her, whoever she hires, like you know her other people, they made the dress, and she was on vacation, whatever.
And she thinks that she was saying that she doesn't think that the person who claims to have made the dress actually made the dress, that other people made it for her.
She was doing or wherever she was at. I'm not getting into that. She didn't make this dress. That's all I know. She did not make this dress, and it was annoying that she was telling me that she did. I'm not.
So she's saying she's annoyed that this person's telling her she made the dress, but she doesn't think she did.
Like I'm not one of them hating bitches that just jump on shit. But y'all tell me what the fuck was I supposed to do? What was I supposed
And then she said she wasn't a hating bitch, she just jumps on hating people, but what the fuck was she supposed to do? And you know what I mean?
to do with this? What was I supposed to do with this? Like I really want to know. What was I supposed to do? These are the panties she sent me.
And the panties that she sent her, are they broken? Or are they supposed to tie? But it looks like they already ripped. And is this hygienic? Can you even wash these? My opinion, just question.
These is the pen. What else was I supposed to
I mean, I know you can hand wash them, but yeah, it just looks difficult for cleaning purposes.
do with these panties? I'm thinking everything come like I did not. If this is not what I was expecting, this is the panties she sent me, and let me show you something else. It came in this small ass FedEx box that when I got home and I went to the package room,
And now she was talking about how small the FedEx box came in. So apparently the dress wasn't even like properly packaged to be taken care of when it was sent. And it's like, wow, if you put this much effort into a dress, I would imagine you would have just shoved it carelessly into a FedEx box, you know, if that's what occurred.
and the security gave me the package. I said, this ain't right. I saw another package. She said, no. So now I look at the address. I'm like, why would she put my dress in this small ass box? And I'm saying that to.
She was like, yeah, she literally didn't think that it was her fucking package that she got it. Because, like, yeah, man, if I ordered an expensive ass dress from you and you sent it to me in a tiny ass package, I'm gonna be like, he got me fucked up.
To now show you how it was gems, jewels, it was all types of stuff missing. I couldn't even make the dress if I wanted to. Do you understand? This is another picture of the dress, and this dress was so fucking ugly. Like it didn't fall the way the chest part was on my stomach.
Yeah, I agree how she could say that. If I still owned the dress, what I would do to it is fix, if she were to fix the way, if she could pull it up with the neck right there, I think it would, that her boobs are actually big enough to where she gets those big ass things center on them, it might work out. Because I don't have the big boobs for that. So if that dress came to me, I wouldn't be able to wear it because I have no boobs. Look at this. There's nothing here to put those big ass things over and look good at. It would look like a shield on me, right? But she actually has breasts. So I'm saying if she gets these things centered on her, it wouldn't be as revealing as the initial plan, I think, but it would still be, I think it would get this center, put this right up on the hip correctly. If she pulled it up on the neck, it should get it up on the neckline. You know what I'm saying? So I do feel like if she still owns the dress, there are things that, you know, ways that I would alter it myself and still fucking wear that damn thing. Because even though it could, for what she paid for, I agree with every fucking thing she's saying. But shit, man, if you stuck with the damn thing, it still is pretty fucking cool. Like you could definitely, even if it isn't going the aesthetic you initially wanted, it's still, you know, I still think she could do something cool with it.
I didn't think I was bugging, but yeah, I can't zoom in. Let me show you our next picture where like I'm telling her like gems are missing. I went batshit crazy like after seeing this dress. Like I was already mad before I got the dress, but once I seen the dress and I seen that she played in my face, I went batshit crazy, and they just kept saying like hold on, because I didn't know why they were saying hold
So she was saying that she felt batshit crazy, but they were telling her to hold on. Yeah, you wouldn't have been able to tell me to hold on in that situation personally. I would have been pissed, but you know.
on. Then I realized it's because I'm not texting her specifically. I'm texting whoever she got working for her. You understand? So it's gems missing. It's like glue.
And now she's showing, there's definitely gems missing, and you can see where the crystals are, or you can see the glue on the crystals. Yeah, I would, for $1,000 dress, that's a hell no for me. Like, you could have gone to JCPenney or Macy's and got something that you probably would have been happier with.
Trans, like like superficial shit. I didn't pay $17.50 for superficial shit. You understand? So that's why I was like what is this? And then the dress was unfinished. And when I told her, I'm like, why would you send me an unfinished dress? She gonna tell me it's because she don't know how tight people like it.
And now she's saying that the dress was unfinished. Oh shit! And when asked about why it was unfinished, she said she was making something about how tight it should be or something. For me, there's too much room in the difference between what her measurements are and the dress received for me to be what the answer should be. So like I was saying earlier, I think there should just be like, I don't know, my opinion, but again, I'm not seeing.
And she thought I was gonna be able to take it to somebody, and it's just like if I paid you $17.50.
And this is also the second situation where it was just like, okay, well, let's work with another seamstress, but that's what we hired you for. Right, I totally get that frustration. Wow, is that another?
Why are you putting other payments on me? Like I sent you exact measurements for this reason. I'm not digging my nose. It's really something in my nose. But yeah, this is when this is just.
Oh, now we got receipts. We've got the evidence. We've got some text messages here. Where the text messages seems like on one side it's coming from the business from Casze Z on some level. So the business said the crystals arrived. When we begin to get them on the base enough for progress photos, we will send. And then she said, hi, my dress is supposed to be sent out Friday, and I still don't know if it was started. Near done, issue or no issue. Nothing, and it's the first. I just know the crystals arrived. Casze Z Brand's customer service line. Business hours range Monday through Friday, 10 to 7, Saturday, 10 to 5. For any inquiries, please send detailed description. Hello, we are basically done. Did you receive the videos? She said, no, I haven't. And then it begins to say, we also sent the update on the 27th to let you know we began. All right, let's see what else was said here.
Now going a little back. This is like this is a backtrack. So she texted me the crystals arrived. Don't know when she sent that, but February 1st, I texted her. I said, hi, I'm supposed to be sent out Friday, and I still don't know if it was started, near done, / finish, or no issue, nothing. And it's the first. I just know the crystals arrived. And then she said, we're basically done. Did you receive the video? Because I never received any videos. She sent me one video that I'm going to find and insert. Because in the video, she told me what followed under the video. She said, like, oh, it's not done yet. And I was like, okay, like, I'm just seeing a lot of bedazzles and shit. It looked cute from the video. So I was like, all right.
So she's saying she saw the video that looked cute from the video. She was excited, is what I think I'm getting from.
Like, cool. Because I'm thinking you still have to send a video. You have to send videos before you sent it off the bat.
And at that point, she was still excited because she was thinking there'd be more videos or something sent to her before it was sent off.
That was the agreement. So you see here, she texted back.
Okay, and so then it says, we also sent the update on the 27th to let you know we began the crystal work via text. Did you not receive that? We sent the text on January 27th with update and video on January 31st. And she said, I received a response to my text 27th about crystal arriving, but that was it, no video of anything. And then Friday, 10:29 a.m. I'm guessing somehow she did get the video between that text message and then what she was telling us just then with the story. So then it says Friday at 10:29 a.m. They said, hello, we are prepping to ship today or tomorrow. We will send all final videos for approval. And she said, good morning, perfect. So this is evidence where she thought more videos were coming. And then it shows the auto response about the customer service line.
And said, or whoever texted back and said, we're preparing to ship today or tomorrow. I said, okay, cool. She said, we will send all final videos for approval. I got one video, the 27th, like she said, or 31st, whenever. But that was just one video after, like, me following up, asking, like, certain things. That was one video she said wasn't finished. So now, here it is. The problems had already started. I said, Saturday, I said, hey, shipping still happening today? No, not today. It will happen Monday. We missed the cutoff for our pickup. Shipping, she gonna pay. All right, it's gonna receive by Tuesday, which was already.
So, wow. Yeah, on, Saturday, 6:57, she said, hey, shipping's still happening today. And they said, no, not today. It'll have to happen Monday. We missed the cutoff for our FedEx pickup. Monday, we will have paid for overnight. Oh, I was right about FedEx. Overnight Express will only charge you for regular shipping, and you will receive by Tuesday. Oh, wow. Okay, so here we have a mission and statements where in this case, they did not send on time, and they admit it here.
Pretty late for me, but I'm just.
Oh, and then Monday comes around, and she says, hello, are you shipping today? And that's at 3:56 p.m. Monday. That's way towards the end of the business day. Like, they would only have, like, what, like, I don't know.
Like, fuck it. Like, what am I going to do? But let me put this back on the screen just so we have a reference as to, like, what was asked of her and what she said she could achieve. Like I said, this is her dress. And this is not where I got, but I'm going to try to find a video now to show y'all in the next clip because I don't see where I could insert it here right now. But yeah, let me get to part 2.
Yeah, she couldn't reinsert it probably there anyway because at this point the video was too long anyway. But all right, so all right, welcome back. Now let's check. I can't fucking speak. I think I'm combining words. Okay, let's check out this next part 2 here. And we're gonna see what else has come out regarding the situation with the dress in this case. Looking forward to it.
Did she get the dress without paying? The big question. I shipped it out of good.
All right, so you guys seen the screenshots, and you've seen that she said she sent this out because it was just on good faith.
I apologize if there are any volume issues for me. For you, I mean, for me, the last video that we did before was so quiet that I had turned my volume like all the way up, and so then now this video starts playing and it's so loud. I'm like, oh shit, and then my roommate's asleep. I'm like, oh no, okay. So I just turned it down for me. All right, I apologize. I was so distracted with what the fuck that was. I wasn't even paying attention. But okay, let's see what she's saying.
She just wanted to help. She was a rush order, all of that good stuff. And I'm not gonna lie, like when I first like went crazy and stuff, she did offer options. Like she did tell me like she'll fly me.
Okay, so she's saying that options were offered when she was first like really upset and stuff. All right.
Out to Atlanta and stuff like that to like fix whatever needs to be fixed. And you know, like she tried to offer options, but the issue was that I already had other stuff booked.
So she's saying that Casze Z had tried to offer options to fix the problem, but at that point, because the dress had arrived so late, she already had other stuff going on. You know, that wasn't gonna work out. That's what I'm getting.
Like because you sent it so late, I already had stuff booked where I couldn't get on a flight to come nowhere, and I didn't want to get on a flight to come nowhere because I just felt like that wasn't my business, like at all. That was not my business to come on a flight to fix something that should have been fixed before it even got to me. Like it shouldn't have been sent to me at all because you didn't send me any videos, and that's why I like really just want her to understand. Like I understand that you think you could fix it or you think it could get fixed, but I didn't see that shit getting fixed. Like I was just like, no. The cup, she's like, oh, it could just be cut in half. I'm like, cut in half. Like the cups are too big. It cannot be cut in anything. So that was that. Went crazy, kept going crazy. So then we finally came to.
So yeah, they were saying potentially cut, you know, part something in half, and she was saying she didn't think that was gonna work or something. That's what I'm getting, like a debate about something like that. I'm not sure.
The agreement where she said like, all right, you send back the dress and we'll sell it back for what you paid or like real close to it. And when I say real close to it,
so she's saying that she was told if she sent the dress back, they would send her what she paid or real close to it. I'm like, I don't know. I can maybe understand a small amount of deduction for some labor, but
I wasn't expecting anything $100 off of it. Like I wasn't expecting less than $16.50 if you couldn't make it for $17.50.
And she was saying she didn't expect more than $100 off of it if that was the case. And I agree with that, you know.
So I agreed. I'm like, all right, if that's how I'm gonna get my money back because you're saying that you already used.
Okay, now she's saying like she agreed because she thought like it would be better to get her money back, right? And she was thinking she would get her money.
Use the money to buy the jewels, and then she's gonna tell me like, oh, the only reason she used those jewels are better and they cost more. The only reason she used them is because I would like them. That's not what I paid you for.
And then she's saying that the designer told her the only reason she used the jewels she got was because she thought this person would like them, and she's saying, well, that's not what she paid for, so.
Like, I didn't pay you to tell me, like, what you think I was gonna like. That's not what I like. No, that wasn't the agreement. Feel me? Like, it's not.
I can see that. She said, I didn't pay you to tell me what you think I'm gonna like. You know what I'm saying? She paid for what she wanted. I can see that.
When I give you $17.50, it's not for you to, like, think what I'm gonna like. It's not for that. It's for you to do exactly. If I sent you a picture of
if I can totally see where she's coming from. Like if Casze Z wants to be the type of designer where like you go to that designer, you're gonna get the designer's version, not yours, and she needs to advertise that as such, in my opinion. Otherwise, if she agreed to commission a dress in a certain way, she should have done it in that way, in my opinion. If that's what occurred, you know what I'm saying?
first picture of what I wanted. This bitch got me spitting right now. Like, if I sent you a picture, then why are you telling me you thought I would like this? That shit was heavy. It was mad heavy. I don't know if you can hear me, but.
So now we've got some more screenshots here. It says, we have a date at the 13th. We are ahead of schedule. We are proud of our business. We aren't by the phone replying all day to clients. The 3rd and 4th, then her head is in a place I can't see, were something about dates, but as long as we are ahead of schedule and updating you accordingly when asked, then there shouldn't be any issue of concern. And she said, my due date was never the 13th. That's my birthday. I'm traveling, as we discussed. I'm not sure who we is, but maybe info getting passed around wrong. I asked for my dress to be done the 3rd, which is why we said the 3rd or 4th you will ship. I would have never reached out the 3rd if I didn't have that as the date. I'm supposed to know and I'm assuming she should say, like, when the dress is coming.
This is where I said that things start.
Okay, they were claiming that the 3rd and the 4th were the initial dates. You know what I'm saying?
Going wrong after you heard her explanation about like how she just sent that out the goodness of a fucking heart, but couldn't for the life of me get my dates right. Like she said, we have your date at the 13th, you're ahead of schedule. We replied, and we are a business. We aren't by the phone replying all day to clients. But I don't care if you by the phone all day replying to clients. The whole point is that when I text this phone asking for an update, you could just be like, yeah, here's an update, or you could just do what you said that you was gonna do, and it wouldn't even have to be communicating. The 3rd and 4th, yes, were initial dates, but as long as we are ahead of shipping.
I'm hearing this like weird feedback that I'm now getting distracted by. I can't tell if it's this video or if it's my computer. I know my speakers are a little funky right now. I need to fix. But yeah, no, man. I feel like it's up to a business owner to track and be on top of. I can understand if a misunderstanding occurred where they didn't realize that she was going on a trip and she needed to get the dress before the trip. But yeah, fucking that does look like it is on the business side, in my opinion, based on what we have here for the receipts.
And updating you accordingly when asked. There shouldn't be any issue or concern. You wasn't updating me when I asked. Clearly, you just can't be by the phone replying all day, and you're not ahead of schedule if the 3rd and 4th came and it did not get shipped out. It's not ahead of schedule because that was the day that I needed it. So yeah, there's no initial date. That was the only date I gave. You only know the 13th because that's when my birthday is. I have nothing to do with you.
Right. She was saying she only told her about the 13th being the birthday, the reason she's getting the dress. That wasn't when the dress was supposed to be for. I get that for sure. And like even with advertising, it can be confusing because I can understand like in marketing, it's super easy to make these types of deadline mistakes too. Because for example, the campaign will need to be executed by date A, but then we need to have the campaign created and set up into the system by date B. But then we need to have every single piece of the ad, every bit of it approved by the client on final approval, no other drafts needed by date C. By date D, we need to have all of those drafts and stuff, done. By date E, you know what I mean? Like, there's like all these dates to keep up with, so I can totally get how you can fuck up as a business owner, but yeah, this is on you as a business owner. You know what I'm saying?
At all. And then I kept getting asked because who the fuck is we? Like, I didn't understand what she kept referring to as we because you supposed to be making my dress. Like, I don't know of nobody. Like, I understand about helpers and stuff, but you're supposed to be making my dress. So stop saying we and just like, yeah, you understand? These girls are doing anything, but yeah. So I just wanted to include this to show that even after the fact, once I knew that she received the material and had already started it, I still sent her the money on the 7th because we agreed that she would send the dress by, I believe, the 9th. She would send the dress by the
Okay, so here she is showing the final payment of the dress because she was showing before the other payment, I think. So she's showing and proving that she did pay for the dress in full at this point, I think.
Because yeah, everything was finished. So at this time now, I must have already had gotten a response, like making me like, all right, she said she gonna, but like I said, I still only got one video on it. Now asking why I'm looking around is because I'm on a train. I'm just trying to stay on point. There's people around, and yeah. Yeah. So now she's talking about a GoFundMe for an unethical client, but I also want to point out before I get into the story that.
Okay, I think that was her. I don't think that was me. Am I crazy? Like, I'm hearing a lot of different stuff in her mic, and I'm having to adjust my volume a lot. I don't know how this is impacting your video and your end. Usually, I haven't even been changing my volume because I've just been like, fuck it, like, trying to figure out. But then this time, I'm like, I couldn't even try that because I wouldn't have known anything at all that was said. Like, I had to adjust the volume. Like, I don't know what's happening.
Y'all see how when it came to a white woman, she got this like colonized mentality where she's like real trusting of this lady. She's real like, oh yeah, like, this is a blonde woman, this is a white woman that she done did this business with. She made sure the lady got her dress. She made sure everything. She said she expressed shit that lady stuff I was saying.
So on this aspect with the commentary, I don't feel like it's my place to comment based on obvious reasons, but so I'm just acknowledging that right now this creator is speaking on her experience regarding potential colonial assimilation issues within the constructs of the altercations in the social media representation here. She's speaking on her experience and what she perceives as potential cultural assimilation issues being involved. And so I'm just, putting that out there as a summary for what I perceive to be occurring. I don't think it's my place to have an opinion or a statement on this. I'm not even sure if that was appropriate of me to summarize it in that way. I'm just, acknowledging that this is occurring, and we're going to continue just the rest of these final thoughts here.
$50 just going off the faith that the lady was going to give her back her money. But when it came to me, you was making sure that you got everything back and everything like that, right? But now you're a black woman who's being taken advantage of.
So, I'm not sure if it's appropriate for me to question this, but I am wondering if what she means by this is that she is questioning if this creator is weaponizing human rights issues against somebody in a way. I feel like that is, I just, I'm not going to speak on my opinion on this issue here because I don't think that's appropriate. I'm just, let's see here. Is there an appropriate way for me to, can't, like, you know what I mean? Like, is that appropriate for me to address, like, and I guess now it's like, well, if I'm talking about saying something and then say, I don't want to say what I'm thinking about, that's fucking weird for me not to say it then, huh? So I don't know, right? But I guess, like, what I was thinking is, for the purpose of just, I feel weird, like, saying, I'm thinking about something, but I'm not going to tell you what. I don't know, but, okay, so I don't know, but I'm thinking, like, is she, you know what I'm saying? Is that a possibility, like, weaponizing human rights against somebody as, like, a shield type thing? But what I would say, like, is that a valid question for sure? I totally don't want to negate one person's lived experience on that. What I will say is, like, if this is what's like really happening, I think it's gonna fuck Casze like, this could fuck Case's business up for good. You know what I'm saying? If this all comes out, I don't think her business should. Like, I don't know. I think that this is really dangerous for her business. In terms of like if she is doing this, then people aren't gonna want to buy from someone where there's these risks that this could happen to them. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. But then if it's like she actually was scammed and she isn't lying about Raylee, then that sucks too. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think it's definitely either way. The reason I don't think it's my place to really say like feel like I can say I have an opinion and this is a good thing to be listening to is obviously I'm a fucking white bitch. Even if I have mixed ancestry for it, like it's just like I'm still socially perceived as white. Race is a social construct, so I don't really believe in like the whole. I believe in like the concept of understanding race because racism, and I need to understand like how not to be harmful. But I don't believe in like. I believe race is made up. I don't really believe race matters, but I believe race matters in terms of like if you tell someone if you're like I don't want to be like I don't want all lives matter a situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I believe race matters in terms of discussing disparities and human rights issues, and in terms of discussing people's lived experience based on how they are fucking perceived in the world and their culture and how they're discriminated against in their life and just like everything about that, right? But then I don't believe in I believe in more of like I value ethnicity and culture over like the idea of race differentiating people. But in terms of acknowledging disparity, I think it's important to discuss race. But is that appropriate for me to say? Like, am I fucked up for that? I don't know if I'm making sense. If that was helpful or harmful. Like, You know what I mean? I just mean to say I don't believe in this. I believe like the whole idea of a race science is bullshit, and I hate the whole like blood quantum thing. You know, I don't know if that makes sense. From my own family history, I hate blood quantum. But yeah, okay, I'm sorry. Fucking moving on. Way off topic here. I don't know how I got there, but let's finish the rest of this bitch. I apologize. Yeah, here we go. And just like last time, I am expecting some discrepancies between the volume here. Like I expect the stitch to be way louder than what she's saying, so prepare for that. My bad.
employees as well. As a Black woman-owned business, I couldn't thank you guys enough for vouching.
So y'all, my last video got reported because that's actually the video that the seamstress ended up seeing. So
Oh damn, she's saying her last video got reported because the seamstress saw it. Oh shit. I wonder if the seamstress issued a reply. I should possibly go look for that, huh?
I guess she didn't like that I mentioned that she's trying to pull like the whole she's a Black business and someone trying to come after her, and no one's trying to come after her because this lady's story sounds exactly like my story. The only difference being that the lady did not send the dress back and I did send it.
So she's saying she thinks Rayleigh's story is like her story, with the only difference being Rayleigh did not send the dress back, but she did. Now here's where I think the I'm kind of entertained because in this live stream, OBS had just gotten disconnected and reconnected, and then in real life, it just got disconnected and reconnected. I'm gonna set it back about 15 seconds, and I think that should line up. Hopefully, it's still smooth. And all right, we are gonna try to keep going. Between the Rayleigh situation and this situation is whether or not the dress was paid in full, in my opinion. So in my opinion, because her dress was paid in full, that's a whole different situation. But in my opinion, um if Rayleigh did not pay the dress in full, then I can see why Casze Z is claiming that it's stolen. Still, if if Rayleigh did pay the dress in full, then I think Casze Z could be very wrong for the videos. But if even if they didn't like the product of the dress, you know, it could still stuck. You could still not like the thing that you stole, but even if you doesn't change the fact you stole it if you did, in my opinion, is where I'm going with that so far. But can I deny that like they were potentially unsatisfied with the product, for example? That could still be a thing. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense, right? And it kind of reminds me of how I know this dude that got his laptop stolen, but the laptop wouldn't work without the charger, and they stole the laptop but not the charger. So anyway, fucking but yeah, so I think that's the difference between them. Let's keep watching. She paid for this dress in full. And so to not get her money back after sending the dress is fucked up. But then that also brings to question, you know, if Rayleigh had sent the dress back, would she have gotten the rest of her money back, you know? Who knows? Who knows? We are just theorizing now.
The dress back and still didn't get my money back. So the lady didn't scam her. The lady just didn't like the dress that she got, and she was paid something. She just wasn't paid the remaining balance of $3,000.
This is where I do disagree with this creator personally, but that's just because of my own experience as a business owner, right? Like if someone doesn't pay me in full for something and I do something for them, like they still owe me the rest of that, right? I don't know. Even if they're unsatisfied with the product, like that's like you still like. So for example, if you work 40 hours a week, 40 hours, and you and your boss don't get along, so your boss is just gonna decide they don't like your work anymore. Do you still deserve to get paid for your work if you still work, or should they decide they're just not gonna pay you? That's my issue, right? So whether if you're unsatisfied with the work, then you should follow the steps to get a refund, in my opinion. But if so, she did do that. I'm not talking about her. She did everything she was supposed to do. I'm saying, but I don't think her situation and Rayleigh's situation. I was saying, I don't think Rayleigh did what unless Rayleigh can prove the receipts prove me wrong. And if KC's side is as true, and the receipts KC did show were true, because I think she showed some text messages, but she has not shown. Did she show text messages? Why do I think that? I think KC. So if KC's side is true, you know what I'm saying? Then I think that the dress could still be stolen. And here's another thought that I'm processing. Like I've been arguing, you know, I think that Rayleigh should have gone out of taken more steps to get a refund. But also, you know, I also do think that Sendera of Casze should have taken more steps to like go ahead and comp the situation in throughout since the transaction wasn't finished. Anyway, because also, you know, let's take it back to a restaurant example. Say you go to a steakhouse, you order a rare steak, they send you a well done steak, and you're just like, hey man, I really, really, like, literally came here specifically because I was craving a rare steak. Is there any way I could also just, you know, get like a rare steak? And they decide, oh shit, we should have sent you a rare steak to begin with. So they're just gonna let you keep that medium well steak anyway. Fuck it, and they're gonna comp both the steak and send you a rare one. Um, or something like that. Say that happens, you know. Maybe a full comp wouldn't be typical, but like typically you'd at least get the correct temperature one sent to you for free, right? Unless you're like at a really nice restaurant and or like a regular somewhere, then maybe that would happen. But I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. But like just like my thinking, like a general procedure, right? Um, that would be expected. Like you wouldn't even have to ask for the refund because they would have fixed it before it got there since the transaction wasn't totally done yet, right? So I also, you know, even though I'm still arguing and still think that on the technicalities of stealing could occur legally, where I've been going arguing on that, but I also think on a customer service side, something I don't think I've talked about, maybe I should have, is, Sundara should have done way more on the customer service side on that too. Like, I don't not think that. If KZ is lying about the dress not being paid in full, then that's fucked. Whether or not the dress was a quality that they were satisfied with, maybe they really weren't satisfied with the dress, and that's totally fine. That's understandable. We don't all like everything we get, but you still have to pay for it, or you have to send it back. You know what I'm saying? In this situation, she did do that. I'm talking about Raylee. So I'm just talking about why I don't think Rayleigh's situation was like hers. But let's keep going. But I do see why she's like, well, fuck that bitch, and I'm glad it's happened to you because I would have resentment too if that happened to me. You know what I'm saying? So I totally get that in a way as well. So yeah, so she's totally entitled to her feelings. I can totally see why she feels that way. You know what I mean?
So yeah, let's get back into the story because I'm not finished and removing my video does nothing. All right, so let's get back into the story. So this is the dress that I ordered, and
is it just me or does it look way better in this photo? Like, it looks really good right here. That looks good.
as you guys know, that's another dress that I received, but it was a lot of things in this dress that was just different. Like, it was a lot. I'm trying to zoom in on the picture. It was a lot, so let me get into that. Yeah, so this is how the dress came, undone, unfinished, different jewels. It was not my size. Like, I don't even know where to begin and like describing this dress. It didn't fall the way it needed to. One thing that I made sure to mention to her was
I did already give my thoughts about the dress and everything like that, and like I think it was part one. So I'm just going to let her finish her story on this part and then give some thoughts.
that I was really short. I'm probably not even 5 foot. Yeah, I'm probably not even 5 foot. And I stretched that to her, like, even though I'm gonna be in heels, please keep in mind that like I need this thing to fall exactly how I need it to fall. Like that's why I was so specific with like measurements. I was so specific in like, yeah, just having my correct size and everything. Like that's why I wanted a custom dress. I wanted everything to fit to me how I wanted to fit to me. Anyways, so I can't find the video. It's probably in my laptop, but this is a
So at this point, she is saying like the whole reason she went and out of her way to hire a designer was to go ahead and get the dress arrived in a way that would fit to her the way she was envisioned it fitting to her, right? Okay, so that's what I was understanding. So now let's see what is happening.
a screenshot of a video that she had sent me, I believe, on January 27th.
So this is a screenshot of the video she got on the 27th when she didn't think that the dress was done yet. She thought that there would be some more work on it before it was sent off. So at this point, she was thinking like this is the progress being made and perhaps things would be finished. But she was satisfied with it. I could totally see like even here you can see like right here gaps where there is glue and jewels missing. You can see that all along. I could totally see that.
Probably the only video I had received, and I can still that.
Actually, there's a small chance this isn't glue. Well, some of it could be glue, but some of it could be like a band that is just very visible. But you know what I mean, right?
It was like I could see that it was still like pins and stuff in the dress. It was still like stuff was still undone, and I was not thinking this was finished. Like this, it was cute. But I was like, all right, this ain't finished, and you really can't tell like the sizing of the cup. You can't really tell. Basically, when I got a video of this dress, you was just seeing like a lot of glimmer, like a lot of.
So she was saying from the video she got of the dress, she couldn't tell that the cut and the fit was going to be the way it was when it arrived to her. Is what I'm understanding.
Shine and stuff. Like even in this video, I mean in this screen grab, like if you look closely, you can see gems are missing still. Like I didn't think it was done. That's what she said. She said it's not done. Like So this is the video or picture that she had sent when I did like get that one video. But keep in mind she was supposed to send multiple videos before it was even sent out. Like I wasn't supposed to get the dress until I approved the dress to come to me. So this was once again.
And right now she is reiterating that she was not supposed to receive the dress before she gave final approval on the dress to come to her. Now that does lead me to question, was there a final approval before she was asking when the dress would be shipped? If there was like a discrepancy in that miscommunication, or she's about to show that, but we'll see.
The cup of the dress, you can see.
And by that, I just mean like if she hadn't given a final approval, but she was asking when was the dress going to come, maybe they would have thought she had approved it then. Like that her saying it was great on the 27th and now asking where was it was her being okay with it. Maybe that was what they could argue. But yeah, I don't know. That's just what I'm questioning.
That like it was just all types of things. The bra part was coming up. There was a lot of stuff going on. I didn't even expect to like see this insert because of like how she made the dress on Instagram. I didn't expect to even see that. Those like cup inserts and the glue and stuff like that. It was just all throwing me off.
And so she's saying she had issues with the inserts of the dress and the glue and the crystals, and that it wasn't to her expectations, particularly for the amount she paid.
Like I didn't think this was something. And the panties just speak for themselves because who was putting this on? Who was putting this?
That was funny as shit to me because she said the panties speak for themselves because who is going to put this on?
on their crotch. I wanted to know who was putting this net lace thing on their crotch. You had to tie it at the side. Like, it was just a complete mess. I didn't know what to do. All I could do was cry, and that's all I did do. But let's get into showing sin and how we thought we came to a resolution. So this is her page. It's just
Okay, so then she said, let me show you how we thought we came to a resolution. So now I'm looking, all right. Is this what we're going to see? Like, you know what I'm saying?
The dress page. She has she's dealt with like a lot of like Instagram people, Instagram influencers. She's done like some celebrities and stuff. And my theory is that she works closely like on their dress. And
so she's saying her theory is that she focuses more on the Instagram influencer and celebrities' dresses. I can see that because I feel like in the music industry, that's definitely a thing where, like, if you're a celebrity, you can kind of do whatever the fuck you want in the music industry. But if people perceive you as a quote unquote nobody, like, you can't call out people hurting you because they don't give a shit, right? So I kind of see, like, you know, that being true in fashion and design.
then like other people, she gives to her people, because that's what I thought. I in fact really thought that she never made my dress, that someone else made my dress, and that's why she was like so confused and like.
She does keep saying she thinks that she just thought that someone else made her dress. I'm wondering if that's because of how poor the dress was in reflection to what's represented by the celebrities online. Is that why she's questioning it? I'm still curious as to what, like, because I believe her gut. Like, when she's saying this, I believe she has like a reason, but I'm curious as to what leads her to feel this way. But you know what I mean? Or did she say it and I missed it? Or is it just like all of the situation leads her to think this? I'm wondering.
Like, so willing to like fix, but also like she was saying that she had parts in it, but I don't think she had parts in her dress at all. Like, I don't think she made that. I think she was probably there to like oversee it and stuff. I don't think when it came to like actually doing it that she actually did it. But that's a different story. So as you can see, a dispute.
So she was saying she doesn't think that she was the one who did it, but that's a different story. So I wonder if she will come out with this different story time. All right. So now we have some text messages here. On June 30th, 2023, she said, I'm texting y'all business phone and nobody was responding. This was over a year later. Oh, wow. And it said, today's the 30th, what's up? So it's also showing, like right here, it shows amount paid, and then it shows a dispute process. It shows a dispute opened on dispute process payment February 7th, 2023. Dispute open May 3rd, 2023. Your dispute response May 8th, 2023. Square review May 8th, 2023. Bank review estimated by June 30th, 2023. Dispute resolution estimated by June 30th, 2023. And she said today is the 30th. What's up? Okay. And then she said, y'all didn't say nothing in between the 30th. Y'all just felt I should wait. Perfectly fine because I need a 30th have to come regardless. So I'm reaching out and y'all ain't reaching back out. Why? On the 30th. On this case, I think it would be more of like if attorneys were involved or got involved at this point, then they may not. Then attorneys might advise them not to respond. But if attorneys aren't involved and it's not a legal process at this point, then I feel like it's on the business. They should be responding to discuss the refund process with the customer. That's pretty unprofessional, you know. Even if, like, for example, you could be like, okay, well, we don't have the money right now, but give us 30 days and we'll get some money for you, like, or something like that. Like, damn, like, shit, like, say something.
And this dispute says that this dispute was opened after I seen that like she wasn't trying to give back my phone money, because we had came to an agreement saying that I would send the dress back. That's how she even got the dress back. I would send the dress back and she would sell it back and bring my phone money. I kept reaching out to her. She said she didn't sell it yet. She said she was getting someone that they were going to pay for it, this and that.
So at this point, you're discussing that the dress is going to get sold.
And then when she was sending money, she told me like, oh, the dispute's been open, even though.
So if the dress was sent back, I don't understand why she hadn't refunded the money already, or why there was a dispute. So yeah, I can totally understand why she's upset, because she sent the dress back. She's talking about selling the dress and she hasn't gotten her money back. I'd be pretty fucking pissed.
When I opened up a dispute, it was through my bank. It wasn't even through Square. So I don't know how she got that Square dispute open, but my dispute was closed. Now my dispute.
Okay, so there's different disputes happening too. So she's disputing through the bank, and then I guess Casze Z is disputing that bank dispute through Square, is what I'm guessing. I don't know.
Wasn't closed because I was in the wrong. My dispute was closed because I closed it once we spoke and had that agreement, and I even sent her like the bank letter stating that it's closed. It's no longer like under investigation, and that. And that's when magically this Square dispute came about, and I didn't know how, but she told me wait till the 30th, and then when the 30th came, she said she doesn't use Square anymore. She didn't get back anymore.
Even if she doesn't use Square anymore, she still accepted the payment through Square. There's still an issue happening through Square, so that should be irrelevant to the conversation here, unless it's to explain, oh, sorry, I didn't check, you know?
Money, and that she doesn't.
But even that shouldn't be a response, because you should have gotten email notifications and things.
Know what to tell me, but I was still like, yeah, no, that's not enough. So I ended up finding her address, her workspace. I ended up finding everything. I looked at her scamming ass nigga. Like I just put two and two together and seen that she be around the scammers. Like she hang around the scammers. Feel me? So I'm like, oh, okay, like.
I don't know where just either on scammers thing is happening, so I totally see how she feels scammed in this situation. I would love to understand where the association with other scammers is. If there's evidence of that, I think that would be very interesting to cover, because that would really, that might shift. Because right now, so I went from seeing definitely being on KZ's side over Raylee. Now I'm like, oh no, it could be either KZ or Raylee. But then if KZ was hanging out with other scammers, that just might tilt me to be, I'm like, oh my god, Raylee could have been the wrong one around here, if that's the truth, right? But then, yeah, I don't know how you get into any of this, but yeah, one thing I don't like about Raylee Ricovina that's not gonna change my opinion of her, like I'm still kind of fuck that bitch, was, did I remember correctly, she was wearing a Trump hat? And she's kind of conservative and shit. Because it's not fuck that bitch. You know, and I understand on one level, like, conservatives, Democrats, liberals, they're all the same, because they're all upholding colonialism, like, they're all the fucking same anyway. So I hate politics, and not in like I hate politics because I don't want to pay attention to it type of way, but I hate politics in terms of, I don't know how in the system we have, how to get away from upholding colonialism type of way. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? I don't know. Okay.
Like, this is not new to you. This is what you do. So then when I started texting her down, like letting her know certain information and stuff like that, and I was telling her like I'm gonna get lawyers involved because I actually at that time was working around a lot of lawyers, and they was telling me like, yeah, like you could take her to court for this and you're gonna win. Like just send information. We was gonna file a suit with her stupid ass. But I got so like, there's so much stuff that was going on. I was on vacation. It was a lot going on at that
I am curious though, because at this point, like time is passing. What's the statute of limitations in a lawsuit as well, too?
time. I was just like, I let that lay low. Then I got back to her. She told me, oh, she want to send me $850, and I'm just like, what the.
Sending $850 for the dress you paid $1,700 for is a fucking ripoff. Like that's very disrespectful. What the hell? She should definitely be sending what like $1,600 back. If it was $1,500, I would still think, damn, that's way too much. But I would not think that she's completely scamming. But yeah, no, this is inappropriate. Anything less than $1,600 is just disrespectful.
What am I supposed to do with $850? What does $850 do for me when I paid $1,750? No dress, didn't get to wear it, and I really feel like I was out of more money than I was probably out of like. Yeah, I was probably out of like $2,800 because I had everything planned around that. I had a dinner to go with that dress. Like, you know, I had reservations, I had makeup, I had my hair.
And now she's talking about all the money that she invested into that night that was centered around the dress. You know what I'm saying? That for her birthday. Right. I could totally see why she was upset. Like, this was a big event for her to celebrate her existence. And what the?
I had to wear my hair in a pinup. I didn't wear the dress, so it was no need to have my hair in a pinup, but the appointment and the hair was already booked for that style. Certain things were just already done in order where she fucked everything up. Like, paid for a photographer, had to cancel for that. Like, it was just too much. Like, I lost a lot, including my $1,750. So, yeah, she just needed to come up off that. So, yeah, it's just some.
Oh, and so then here we've got the BBB review. Okay, hold on. Let me go to, let me just look up. Hold on. I was trying to find something about time because the contacted owner was unexpectedly out of town. This lack of communication resulted in unnecessary travel. The dress was not ready for the October event, including the sleeves. Oh, okay, no, this one is on there. All right, so this is a different review. That she was showing. She's not saying that she left one. My bad. Okay, so I'm about to read this review. My bad. It's a screenshot of a partial review, but we're gonna go over it. Hold up. Let's finish this video. I'm sorry, I'm like.
Context, other people having the same problem on her Better Business Bureau. There's a lot of reports on like, yeah, everyone's just not being ready. Them getting sent the wrong dress. Just anything you could think of. Like, this is not the only one. I think there's like 3 more after this one.
Okay, sorry, we're here now. Oh, damn it, it's not playing. Okay, so I'm gonna try refreshing. Last live stream that I played her videos on, her voice was really low, so I'm expecting that again.
Hi, it's just me again, and I'm just here to give y'all a little update. My hair looks crazy, but listen, for the sake of y'all feelings, please stay out of my TikTok DMs because I'm getting a lot of like, oh, how dare you go against a black woman and all of that from you know, the peoples, and I'm not into that because I will hurt somebody's feelings because it's not about that, and it never was about that for me, and I feel like this is just like becoming a little out of control, at least in regards to like y'all trying to come at me. Baby, I ain't got nothing to do with this. I just gave my input because I also had an experience. But my experience, I'm not here to like, I ain't a judge. I'm not a judge and I ain't God. So that has nothing to do.
And her experience, I really do believe she may have potentially been scammed in this situation. You know what I'm saying? So if you didn't see that, I covered that. And I think I covered it in the oh shit, I forgot which video, but I'll go look up which one at the end of this live stream. But I covered that in one of my previous videos. Her 3-part series. Yeah.
To do with me. I just know that I was scammed. Do you understand that? I know that I was scammed. So I'm not here to like tell y'all what to do. I'm not here to like sway anyone's mind. I can just tell my part. And then that's it. And I ain't telling my part no more because y'all trying to eat me up in these DMs, not knowing that I will hurt y'all feelings and start posting y'all pages up on here. Maybe the correct word, maybe it's like triggering you guys, like how it's triggering me. Maybe the correct word with me isn't that I got scammed, but let's just say that I didn't receive my money back and I don't have a dress. So I'm just without my funds. And like I said, I took that L, but you're not gonna try to make me feel bad about coming up here and telling my side of the story just because my side don't align with what y'all want, y'all whatever y'all like trying to like put together, because it ain't never gonna make me change my story because my stories don't got no lies in it, so there's no need for me to change my stories.
And I absolutely support her right to share her side. And I absolutely, you know, value the way she handled every step of this, you know? All right. And then Jinsu, the DaDon, she's now shared more of her story. This is a 14-minute video, so it's going to be a long one. So let's buckle up. But I really think it's important. And so the caption says, why can't we all get Jada and Ari treatment bookie? All this, I'm helping these folks out, but there's still no money hit in my account, but we move. And she tagged Shade Room, Spiritual Road, and Casze. Ooh. So you know what? We're going to watch this, and then we'll check out the comments.
Alright, y'all, so this is Sin, owner of Casze, the brand that we all in an uproar right now, the brand that got all of our monies right now. So let's get into it because she's trying to make it seem like people just bugging and the work she sent out be so good and we just received something that be oh so. No, that's not the case. So yeah, let's get into it. Now you saying we all crazy and we don't know what
Okay, so text messages. From Sindera. It says, shut up. No one has scammed the clients. We have been in full contact with them and are delivering their garments. I am so tired of this at this point. I have tried my best to be professional with you, but you have just gone too far. And she replied, Sin, you shut up. You've been ignoring my messages for days, acting unprofessional. Sin said, you have been so disrespectful to the point of calling clients, saying to not pay for garments and the craziest thing. And she said, I'm tired of you, love. You have no money on your joke. You became suddenly so tired of all this when I asked for my paycheck. oh, I don't know who this is. So it says you're a scammer and a coward. Like I said, you're telling me to shut up on text, but can't pop out in person or on the phone. You are not. Okay, so this I thought this might be from DaDon, but I think this is from somebody else because the paycheck would be an employee issue. So in my opinion, this would be you know what I'm saying? This would be so. She's about to tell us, I bet, what this is about. But yeah, that's what the text message said. Let's.
What we're talking about, but why is it that people have to run you down for their money? Not only clients, but clearly employees too. So what's tea? Like what? Once again, running you down for their money.
Then I don't know who it's from, so it's an anonymous employee here. I haven't seen any of this before. It says from them, hey, have you stopped driving? This is not cool, son. I need all my money, and it's unacceptable for me to be chasing my paycheck that I earn. It's rude, and there is no sense of urgency for you to expect me and pay me. You're on Instagram posting, but haven't sent my check all day. I was expecting payday to be on Friday, like top of the morning. I've never been paid out almost the next day.
And you being rude. Why are you being rude? Because somebody want to get paid. I'm confused. You just don't like giving back up money. But we move.
So this screenshot is looks to be like on a video where oh, it looks to be on Caze's video that we covered where she shows her quote-unquote receipts. And someone said, Daya, this situation got me so confused. If somebody cites the story, I don't even know what. Kaze said, what's the real truth? Makes you wonder now, right?
And you in your comments, like, makes you wonder what's the truth now. Like you just dropped some bomb-ass receipts, right? That's what you in the comments telling these people? Like, oh, make you wonder what? No, it ain't, that dress still ugly as shit. We're not wondering nothing. The dress is still ugly as hell. And from what I know, and from what you've been putting out, you ain't make contract. You ain't give this girl the dress when she needed the dress. And if I told you wait till Monday, but you're gonna wait till Monday because you sent me a dress, and when I got the dress, it wasn't what I like, and then you think I'm supposed to just be responding to you and pay you right. No, you're gonna wait till I say wait, and that's just that. And then we all have the big question, like,
okay, so now we have some comments. Oh, I didn't even look at the additional commentary on that video that I linked in the description of this one. Okay, I'll need to do that in a different live stream. But what's on here in this video right now, the designer said, one, she contracts a majority of the process. Those illustrations are made in Adobe Illustrator. Sin does not know how to use Illustrator. She hires someone to draw designs. Kaze pays for the drawing. So technically Kaze owns it. That's fine. She then hires seamstress, or sometimes she do it herself, draft the pattern. The pattern just sent to India. They do the beading and crystal panels. Then
who's making these dresses, right? And here is your answer. She does not make these dresses. Sin cannot see to save her life, and Sin cannot draw to save her life. So who making these dresses, you say? The people that she hiring. And who she hiring? The immigrants that's crossing over. And what is she doing? Underpaying and overworking these people. So I'm confused as to why our dress still can't be what you advertise it to be. You're not even the one that's like, what? You don't think that at least let you pay these people so they can make my shit correct? That's not what you're thinking? So I guess that she comes up with the idea. And
so 3, the garment is sewn together by seamstresses and immigrant workers. She does not do majority of the sewing. She will sew sometimes if she feels like it. 4, she does design as in come up with the concepts of each project and how it will look and manage the whole project. She has terrible time management, so things are frequently rushed, reducing quality.
Someone else orchestrates it, right? But the whole problem is you rushing these people last minute. You ordering these cheap ass gems, jewels, whatever you want to call it, craft supplies, whatever you want to call it, and you using E600 glue, just throwing that shit together when you feel like you out of time. What's that about? And then, bitch, you know what really got me mad with you when I woke up today? You gonna reshare this? You so motherfucking tone deaf. You gonna reshare this? And maybe you.
I'm not gonna bother educating in her comments on this video at this time because there's too much happening here, and I just don't have the mental energy. But I already did a live stream on why tone deaf is problematic in terms of how that term used in this way is discrimination against deaf community. And so after this live stream ends, I'll link that live stream in the description of this video. For those of you who cared about decolonizing in terms of supporting deaf community, don't do that. You know what I'm saying? That's discrimination against deaf, by the way. And if you want to know why, watch my other video about it. But the caption over this video says, over this picture where it has a beautiful woman in a dress, says, the first of the month is never a problem when you have deposits coming in frequently like this. Ooh. And it was posted to Bougie Barbie Instagram.
You promoting your dress, maybe that's your dress, right? But you gonna reshare this and say, and it says the first of the month is never a problem when you have deposits coming in frequently like this. Like you're not holding on to my money, bitch. Like you're not holding on to mad people money. Like of course you don't have a problem the first of the month, bitch. You sitting on my money. What are you talking about? Here's another screenshot of you refusing to get somebody their money back. Like.
So this screenshot says, you need to do the right thing and issue a refund. If you refuse to give me a full refund, you need to at least give me $500 back, period. You're wrong. I don't care what you say. You're wrong and you know it. What's disheartening is your sad reach to make excuses, when it's clear in the text thread that I reached out several times and you keep making excuses and not taking accountability on your end. You are the worst I have ever done business with. I read the thread. That's why I told you to read it, so you can see your inconsistent delays and responses. You rather go back and forth when you know you were in the wrong. Stop texting me screenshots and issue a refund. You rather squander money and keep a payment versus take accountability and issue a refund or payment. It says volumes about your character and lack of customer service. I would never.
Like, are you done? And like everyone says, you make these sad ass, poor ass excuses for yourself when time comes and people asking back for their money. Like, I'm supposed to just eat that. Like, oh yeah, but you said you can't give it back to me right now, so I'ma just wait. Or I'ma just like, no, people getting frustrated with you, girl. And if this is not enough, here's the next one. People reaching out to you, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like what?
So this one says, no, can you ship it? August 2023. Hello. This is August 10th, 2023. August 11th, 2023. Hello. August 13th, 2023. Hello. Hey, hello, when will I receive my dress? August 20th, 2023. Hey, I've been calling, I'm texting, you're not responding back. When should I expect my dress? I need for my birthday party. August 22nd, 2023. Hello, when should I be expecting my dress? And I think this is a text message. Small chance it's a WhatsApp message. I think it's a text message.
Reaching out to you and you not texting me back and I just gave you my money? Do that sound acceptable? Why you think that you just someone's just trying to tear down this black woman? No, stop pulling that card, girl, because you ain't just found out that you was black yesterday or when this whole issue started. You then knew you was black, and majority of your clientele are also black. But did you care? No, you didn't. And here's the next one.
So this one says, good day, and it's 2 missed calls in front of this, but it looked like the missed call was where, in my opinion, I think it's like this person was calling them and it was missed, like it didn't, I think, maybe I'm wrong. But it says, good day, I have not received any update regarding my dress. I don't have an address nor pick time. Per our contract, I'm to pick it up in Atlanta on May 31st, 2024. Client name, which is blurred out, or redacted, I mean. It says, I'm extremely worried as you nor your staff have provided me with information for my pickup of the dress. I'm flying from New York to Atlanta Friday, May 31st, 2024. Then it says, hello, I have not heard back from you, and I can only imagine with prom season you must be busy. If I do not hear back from you by 8 p.m. today, then please just refund my money. I'm sure you did great work, but I purchased online airline tickets based on our contract and cannot contact me this weekend if you're not prepared to have the dress fit and ready for pickup. I appreciate your timely attention to this matter as a professional.
Look, and this is from 2024, so don't think that nobody pulling anything out they ass. People still in this year not getting their stuff or getting what they asked for, and you're still not refunding them. So all this money that you're sitting on, why did you need to go fund me? That's the next question. Why did you need to go fund me? You're a business owner. Why did you need to go fund me? And what did you plan on doing with this GoFundMe? Because your employees been unpaid. So you're talking about to help pay your employees been unpaid. So what's really tea? And then you telling everybody about these rush frees.
Alright, so this next message, it says, hello, Sandera. I am emailing you in regard to my order that I placed on December 18th. Upon me placing the order, I was advised that the order would require me paying a rush fee. At the time, I asked if it was enough time to get my order made and delivered to me, which I was guaranteed there would be no issues. On January 4th, I called to check the status and got no answer, so I texted and received a reply the following day, January 5th. At that time, I was told that you all were waiting on the crystals and they were set to arrive Monday or Tuesday, and I would have the dress no later than Thursday, Friday. I've been in contact with your company all week because it was getting close to the time I needed the dress and still was promised I'd receive it. Yesterday, day 4 event, I advised that the dress, there's like a blank. It says advised that the dress was blank to be gold with the black, not what there's like a down arrow in the way from me reading the rest of that.
Rush fees. I mean, don't shit be rushed. You're the only one that's rushing. You know why you're the only one that's rushing? Because you know that if somebody gives you a date, for example, if somebody gives you Thursday, you're going to wait till Wednesday to start making a dress, or you're going to wait till Tuesday to start making a dress, and then tell them like, oh, I had to rush. No, bitch, you ain't have to rush. You waited, spent out my money, and then you remember like, oh, yeah, I got this bitch hitting me up. Let me make this dress, and that's not it, and that's not tea, okay? Needed the dress. The lady Ben needed the dress for her all black affair that she was attending, right? It looked like what she said. It looked half made, rush job. I paid good money to receive quality.
So, the rest of this message at this part says, yesterday, day 4 event, I was advised that the dress was going to be gold with the black, not what I requested, ordered, or paid for. It is an all-black affair that I'm attending. I received the pic and video at 9 p.m. of what looks like a half-made rush job dress. I paid good money to receive quality merchandise, and not something that was half done. I was trying to have hope because I felt your team was trying their best to accommodate me, but you all were unsuccessful. It is now Saturday, day of my event, 1 hour before time of my event, and I have yet to receive my dress. I am running around trying to find me something to wear because I have to leave my place of business and go get ready. I would like to know how you Casze plan on rectifying this matter because it is beyond unacceptable. And then I can't fully read the rest because of an arrow thing in the way again.
Merchandise, not assuming that was half done. Once again, someone else's dress is half done. Why? I was trying to have hope because I felt your team was trying their best to accommodate me, and I'm sure that the team was trying their best. It is now Saturday, the day of my event, 1 hour before my event, and I have yet to receive my dress. I am running around trying to find something to wear because I had to leave my place of business and go get ready. I would like to know how you, Casze, plan on rectifying this matter because this is beyond unacceptable. Do you think she gets this lady her money back? No, she didn't get this lady her money back. And guess how much this lady paid, y'all? Y'all see it right there, $3,000.
So the rest of this message says something about the status of the dress. I should have been told the truth, which is there's a possibility that we will not be able to fulfill your order and gave me another option at that time. I'm a business owner myself and understanding to how customer service works and how mistakes can be made. But this problem is not my mistake. It should not cost me more than $3,000. I have yet to still receive my product. Please contact me ASAP in regards to how we are going to handle this matter.
$80,000, and then the day of my event, I don't even have the dress that I paid for, and you telling me you can't what? You can't give me my money. What you mean you can't give me my money? And that's why you in court with so much people right now, because you keep holding on to that money, girl. You keep holding on to that money. I hope that shit buy you the best lawyer there is, bitch. I really do, because I'm going to see you in jail, okay? Here it is. Someone else.
So, in this text message, someone said, hey there, can you please issue the refund for the top? Thank you. And this was April 5th, 2024. And they responded, hello, we are here now still searching. We're going to send photos when we find. Sending a refund will be a complete loss because it's done. On custom garments, once we purchase material and do the work, it would be a complete loss. So we'll update you when we find today. I just arrived last night, so we will just start looking, so it is here. I'll update you when. And someone said, this has been since November. I'm sorry, I have been more than patient understanding. We are in April. I would like a refund. And they said, there's L. And someone said, this has not been since April. You reached out in March, question mark. The garment we started in November and finished in December, January. I have no other.
Asking for their money. What is this, 2024? Once again, someone asking for their money, right? You got your shit mixed up with other people's stuff, and they're saying we in April. They want a refund. This has been since November. Now you want to sit up here saying that I waited to send my stuff back. She waited to send her stuff back too, baby, and you still can send her money. Like, are you crazy? And then you went through your little boxes full of your.
All right, and so then after that, she sent a picture, and it said, and found it. You can let us know about which color lining, and we can add and readjust that. This is brown. I stuck under here. And she said, I've already stated that I wanted a refund hours ago. You keep choosing to ignore it, which further confirms the unprofessionalism. I still want a refund. And she responded, hello, we agreed on having until today to find the garments. This is, and then they kept saying something.
Personal stuff also, and you found it. You think somebody want to take something that's just been sitting up, folded up in a corner somewhere, and you're talking about you found it? What are you talking about? Like, you keep it, and you keep ignoring the fact that she said she want her refund. You cannot just give somebody something and expect them to give you money. That's not what they want, baby. What are you talking about? Here's another one.
So here, the end of the message said was given, no one responds. Then at 6:55 p.m. one day, she said, "Hi, I just saw this. Hi, love. Yes, I will try to contact you immediately. I'm super sorry about this." Someone said that, and then someone else said, "Yes, please, thank you." Also, I spoke to a girl that did get her dress done by this company, and she explained her situation to me as well, and it was very similar to mine. She told me the beads on her dress were falling apart and it was ripping. I feel as though this is unprofessional coming from whoever is in charge. I paid $1,000, which is half the deposit down, just to find out my dress isn't even started at all. Prom is in a week, and thank you so much for all you're doing for me. But it's starting to get frustrating because I feel like I did give enough time and invested a lot of money into my dress, and I'm not receiving the proper service, but I still hope to receive the dress in a proper manner, please.
Someone else having the same issue. Yes, please, thank you. Also, I spoke to a girl that did get her dress done by this company, and she explained her situation to me as well, and it was very similar to mine. She told me the beads on her dress were falling apart and it was ripping. I feel as though this is unprofessional. Coming from whoever is in charge, I paid $1K, which is half the deposit, down just to find out my dress isn't even started at all. Prom is in a week, and thank you so much for all you're doing. Okay, well, that's because all that other stuff and the thank you is to her actual team, who actually does and tries to rectify the situation, you know? And this is just to backtrack, because this lady been asking for a refund, and he was not trying to give her refund.
So here it says on May 26th, Sandera, you're wrong on so many levels. A deadline is a top of day early, not when it's convenient for you to locate the item at night. You have no leg to stand on. Stop texting me these ridiculous excuses. You make no sense, even more so as it's all documented. Furthermore, I would never have a customer reach out so many times before even responding and then relocate without shipping an item or communicating timely. It has nothing to do with race or gender. You're unprofessional, lack accountability, and have no customer service. Don't text me anymore. I asked for a refund and it still stands. What's wrong is you keeping a payment with all of the documented excuses and back and forth and refusing to offer a refund as requested due to your negligence. My lawyer will be in touch.
She told her don't reach out to her no more, because she will be taking your stupid ass to court. And what you did, you had to take you to court, and what you did, you ain't never show up, and you ain't never gonna show up to nobody court date, bitch, because you're a scammer. Here we are. Dress barely made it to the lady and shit.
All right, somebody else. So the end of one message said, my baby butt part falling off. The response, what? Can you send the photo, please? Said, the crystals. Okay, she got send off now. Said, what crystal? The attic centerpiece? Response, shaking my head and want a video. Said, send this to, and it's redacted, and it says we cannot see it.
Already falling apart. And she was gonna beat your ass. So
Now we have, I think it was either a picture or a video was sent, and then after that it said, send me half my money back right now. And it said, or I'm gonna go dispute the whole charge, I'm not fucking playing. And somebody else responded, I'm assuming Sandera, saying, this the piece we added right before you left. Everything was perfectly intact before you left. You didn't notice this when she first put the garment on, or did this after sitting the lace is 100% very delicate. And someone said, bitch, you ain't even have it in a garment bag. She just put dress on and got in car. And while in car, we unzipped so it's not tight. Please stop playing with me. Don't even worry about it. I'll be contacting my bank first thing Tuesday morning.
she was gonna get you, girl. She was really gonna get you. The hell? Send me half my money back right now. I'm gonna dispute the whole charge. I'm not fucking playing. Bitch, you ain't even have it in a garment bag. Clock that tea, because don't none of her dresses come in garment bags. They come in big ass FedEx boxes. And in my case, it came in the smallest FedEx box that could possibly fit anything like that in it. So what? Yeah. But baby, it don't stop there. Here's Diana.
So we're gonna check out Diana's story next. So Diana had said on the Don's Diana had said on her own post that the Don commented on, saying her brand is Casze brand. She blocked me on Instagram and everything else. May 14th, 2022. And we checked part of this out last night, I think, and we're gonna check out the rest.
And if I show y'all how she made this girl dress, I'm not even gonna show y'all. Just go to her page that she fucked up. Like, what are you talking about? And here's another. You trying to stab up this girl chest.
So in this text message, it's got the rest of a picture, and it says, can you, and then the response, can you take a photo further back and on the opposite side? This was used to pin together, turn the dress over. And she responded, it's not visible on the other side, it's inside the mesh. And she said, can you send a photo of the other side, please?
Shit coming out, and they paid you already. These people paid you already. And these are the problems that we have when we get our dress. But you're not a scammer, right? But Jada, Wada, Ari, all these bitches getting what they want and promoting what they promoting you, and you can't even deliver what you promoting. Is that fair? And there's more, but just to end this right here till I get to the next part. But you reuse dresses. You do all of that. You recycle. Okay, you're a recycler. And if I'm paying $3,000 or $2,000 plus, bitch, you better not give me no recycled dress. Because I know a bitch who charging $2,500 for a jumpsuit and a corset.
Here we have a screenshot. It says lace jumpsuit with crystal, $2,450. You can choose the size and the color between black and nude. But I'm not sure where this is sold at.
Ain't sitting up here with a GoFundMe, a $12,000 GoFundMe. You can get back on $1,750 because you don't got it right. And I got a little story behind this too, but baby, I ain't gonna get into it. It's none of my business. I'm just here to lay out the facts, okay? Because you posting all these reviews from years ago, from happy clients from years ago. I'm sure they was happy. Thank God that you delivered what you said you was gonna do years ago. But baby, why you keep running into all these issues? Why everybody wanna sue you? And why can you not give back a refund? I done spent money in places that you, baby, you ain't never gonna like. I'm not trying to be a hater or nothing, but I done spent the same money that you think that I spent on you. I done went and spent better in Hermes, okay? And guess what? When I went into Hermes and I got something, there was one time where I came home and I realized I did not like it. I didn't want it anymore. And guess what? You know what I did? I took everything back to Hermes. I said I don't like this anymore. I said I don't like it. Like, I don't know. It was cute in the store, but I don't like it anymore. Maybe I went back to that store. They helped me as much as they can. And at the end, when I still didn't like, or I didn't like the fit or whatever it was, guess what? I got back my money. And I was way over what I spent on my birthday dress. So bitch, I'm not taking that from a bitch that's selling 2,500 jumpsuits, telling me that they can give me my money right now. And then trying to play victim online. You should have stayed quiet because I'm on that ass. Let's just put my dress up back for more, just to have something on the screen. But this was unfinished. This is what everyone's saying they're getting. They said that they getting unfinished stuff. And why are we getting unfinished stuff? And we paying a band plus for dresses. I almost paid you $2K, girl. For real, $17.50 is a lot. A lot of people don't even know, like, what? $17.50 is a lot, girl. Who you think got to just give and receive, not receive what they wanted? This is not what I wanted at all. But we move once again. And for everyone wondering how much she got from that GoFundMe, that's how much she got. So
this is interesting. So earlier today, there was $965 raised of the $12,500 goal, and here in this screenshot, it says $1,010. So are people requesting refunds on the GoFundMe? That's wild. I hope people are requesting refunds. Get your money back. Anyway.
I have to go get y'all money or don't. I don't really give a shit. But baby, that $1,000, she just missing $700 more, $740 more. She will have my $17.50. So if y'all want to keep, if she want to put that back up and y'all help her so she can give back to her clients that.
That is hilarious. You know, if I actually thought she would fucking pay them back, I would be like, yeah, that, you know, I don't think she would. Maybe I'm wrong, but I mean, if she would, wouldn't she have already? If she could, couldn't she? Can she really not? Where is her money going if it's coming in? What's happening with this cash flow and the business procedure? How much is she paying her manager? You know, one thing I do with each one of my clients, when they work with me, I look at the price of all of their offers, and we do the math, and I tell them, you're going to cap out your work with me at this many hours because you can't afford me at this many hours or you're not going to be profitable. And if her business manager isn't doing that for her, then I question if that's where the money's going. I'm just asking questions. Or is she just misspending it herself? I don't know.
Yeah, then y'all can do that. But the people in the comments, I want to smack the shit out of all of y'all in her comments because I know none of y'all could afford nothing on her website. Not granted, thank God. God bless y'all can't afford nothing because y'all might have got scammed too. But y'all popping mad shit in her comments. And when I go on y'all pages, yeah, y'all not even spending $100 on the outfit. So don't do it. And a lot of y'all reached out, asking if she reached out.
So we're about to find out the context of this message, I think, but it says, yes, of course, your number is blocked from that business phone, which I wasn't aware of either. So if you were reaching out, I didn't know. Also, I see messages deleted with the last correspondence. I'm so sorry she no longer works with us either, and there were other client complaints with her last year. So I apologize again. Reach out when you get time so we can figure something out. Again, I was personally working with Raylee, so I know she was handled with extra care with her being a last-minute bridal. So I had to say, so I'm assuming this means so I had to say something and those white people are eating your post up. It's racial and let me tell you how, lol. The entitlement to not resolve outside of the internet shows a lot. I can't speak to the context.
Baby, yes, she reached out. Did she reach out saying she was going to give my money? No, she reached out saying rightly wrong, and I'm helping. Look at, and I want y'all to read. So I had to say something, and those white people are eating your post up. It's racial, and let me know, and let me tell you how. The entitlement to not resolve outside of the internet shows a lot. Bitch, how you saying that, and you're the one who brought it to the internet, and those same white people that you're talking about, baby, those are the people who I seen that was really pushing your story, that was really on your side before Raylee, I'm sorry if I'm saying your name wrong, before she even came out and gave her 2 cents. You didn't want to handle it offline. You think you're entitled. Bitch, if I told you to wait, if I said I'm dealing with my wedding right now, you sent me a dress, that shit, I'll send back to you Monday or we can resume this Monday. Baby, you're gonna wait till Monday. You know why? Because you already sent it to me late, so you had me waiting. So baby, now it's your time to wait. I don't give a fuck what you say. It's your time to wait. You ain't just send her money, but you ain't just send her a dress with no money. You had $3,000 or $4,000 plus dollars of hers. So if you could have waited if you wanted your money, you instead wanted to set up a GoFundMe account. That's what you wanted to do. You wanted your coin fast. Even though the girl told you give her a minute, the same way how you was delaying and parlaying, she asked for that same grace and you couldn't give it to her. You wanted to keep it online and then came to me saying you wanted it offline. That wasn't the case. And I won't be your pawn in this game, bitch.
Honestly, I mean, I feel like even though there's no evidence to necessarily explicitly state that was the motive, the facts of the case do lead to a possibility of where that motive makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, she's onto something in my opinion. All right. So typically in this video, I've been like watching straight from their own perspectives directly, but on this video, there was a video that the DaDon slash Therealjinsu deleted, and so fucking I think either it got taken down or maybe she deleted it. I'm actually not sure. Maybe she privated it, but apparently there was a video that was published that I missed, and Alexandra Bueno summarized that up. And so next we're gonna watch Alexandra Bueno, and then in the video after that, um, I get to watch the Real Jinsu live stream during my live stream. And so I asked her about the deleted video. She told me it was still up. I went and checked and I couldn't see it. So maybe she thought I was talking about the other videos, but I don't know. But anyway, so yeah, fucking all right. So now we're gonna watch Alexandra Bueno's retelling of the video that I think got taken down, that I missed. That context to apply in this way of saying, that's how I see this. I don't see it as either of them are real victims. I see them as both people who are problematic in this situation. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, that's just me. Oh shit, yeah, this is from out of context from that other live stream. I was finishing up a thought there, my bad, about Raylee and Casze specifically. I just don't like either Raylee or Casze in this situation. I actually think Diana and the real Jinsu are victims of Casze, in my opinion. But that's just me. Okay, so next up, my bad. We got one more Alexandra Bueno video for you. And this one is, she's talking about Casze and Raylee controlling the narrative. And here she tags Boss Lady C101. And I really love her shit. So we'll see if she is providing additional commentary on that.
Skate with Sandera and Raylee and keeping up with that story. It is definitely dying down, but I wanted to call attention to something.
So even here, she talks about how it's dying down. And so that aligns with what I've been saying in my previous 3 live streams on it the last week, where I was showing you in the trend report what is happening with this story in the timeline and where are we with it.
Someone real quickly. There's someone here on TikTok that goes by the name of Boss Lady C, and I was sent one of her videos about this whole drama, and I told her in the
and we have reacted to all of Boss Lady C101's content that I saw on this, and I think particularly regarding the PR analysis, those videos, fabulous. Fabulous. So definitely, if you are missing context there, my previous content links to her videos and her pages.
Comments, and I hope she sees this so that I can tell her somewhat face to face that it is the best video I have seen on this entire thing. Point blank period. And
did she say video plural or singular? Because I thought I heard singular. Well, she was talking about how it's the best video that she'd ever seen, but I can't tell if she said singular or plural in the video. But if she said singular, I hope she saw the rest of them because they're really good.
If you have been keeping up with my videos, you know I've made like a million. So I feel like that says a lot. She is such a wonderful storyteller, and she is so eloquent with her words. Highly suggest you go watch all of her videos on all of this, especially the one that I was just sent, which is kind of like her update where she's talking about the fact that Sandera had reached out to her personally. And I wanted to point out that I believe Sandera has reached out to all of us personally. So when I made my initial video, she absolutely reached out to me.
Wait, Sandera reached out to her too? Holy fucking shit, way to bury the fucking lead. Wow. Okay, Sandera, she's saying that Sandera contacted her too, I think, unless I heard that wrong. There's no captions on here, so I'm just fucking...
When I made a video about DaDon, she reached out to her. When someone in my comments let me know something similar happened to them, she reached out to them. And I know this because anytime she reached out to someone that had been in my comments or messaging me or that I had talked about, they told me. And
so she was saying that they were messaging like DaDon and other people too, and that anytime someone messaged her, they told her. Okay, that's interesting.
Sent me screenshots or sent me screenshots of the conversations that they were having with Sandera. When I talked to Sandera, I let her know that I didn't feel like DaDon's story was wrong.
So yeah, so she saw screenshots with Sandera and everything, and so she told Sandera that she didn't think that DaDon or anybody was wrong, right? And I think that's, good play. Like, Sandera does seem to be reaching out to creators directly trying to do damage control. I honestly don't think that's a good move on either Raylee or Sandera's part. For individual creators, I would advise them to only reach out to media or news outlets or the type of podcast that would already be having guests on or asking for guests or that you have that relationship with to ask on. You wouldn't go to those random strangers or commentary channels because that's just never going to look good for you, ever. And it never goes well. It never goes well. I hate talking about this bitch, but look at the GRB. I don't want to say her first name because it's a slur, but, the killer who should not be glorified. That bitch, she's super problematic. You know what I'm saying? And with her, though, where she went wrong, she's tried to develop these relationships with these commentary channels that fucking turned on her. And so she's got these issues with Vanny from the Good Wife Network. And I think there's something happening with her and Katie Joy of the Crystal Ball or some shit, too. I don't fucking know. So she develops these relationships with these creators trying to get these stories out, and that doesn't go well for her. And it's funny as fuck because fuck her anyway, right? But it's just an example to show you, though, that it won't ever go well for you, and that's like a popular example that people know about to reference. But you can take a lot of other situations, too. You can't just go on random commentary PR people's things when you're in a PR crisis trying to give them your story. That's just why would you fuck yourself over that way? Because they're just gonna take what you say in that way and twist it on you, and you don't have control over that narrative. So that's just not a response I would recommend to anyone ever. And so it shows me Casze is either going against what people are telling her to do, or people are telling her to do that and fucking they're shitty as fuck, or she hasn't been telling any, she's not getting advice on her business procedures. You know what I'm saying? Or even if she's not getting advice, if people find out later, they're still in some ways co-signing it by allowing it to perpetuate, in my opinion. Because what? Yeah. Anyway, okay, let's keep going. My bad.
At all. She went hardcore that DaDon was a liar, and I said I have seen so much evidence at this point that I am gonna have to respectfully disagree.
Yeah. If you check my presentation, Sandera calling anybody a liar is fucking hilarious.
Because no way is she lying. Like, I have seen so much to back up what she has said that I'm sorry, but that's not possible. I don't believe you, essentially. And then I let her know.
So yeah, Sandera's trying to say DaDon was lying, and she's trying to basically explain like she would never fucking believe that. It's like, who the fuck?
No, I hope you get whatever justice your business deserves. And I said it like that on purpose, and hopefully.
So yeah, she said I hope you get whatever justice your business deserves. I wouldn't have worded it in a way where it could be taken as a positive, because that has a double meaning where it could be taken positive or negative. And I'm just like, I'm very explicit. I'm gonna be unless I think there's a reason that it's funny to have a double meaning. I'm not gonna like, I don't know, like, because to me that's the purpose of that double meaning. Why act like you're being nice to be mean when you can just be like, I prefer to be direct. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. That's just me.
You get why I said it that way. What I think is interesting, though, is that Boss Lady C calls out that Sandera is trying to control the narrative. And I thought that every single time that one of these women that I had discussed or that had come into my comments saying this happened to me too, let me know that she did in fact reach out to them. And it was always, let's make this right. Let's get you the dress that you didn't get, or let's work on getting you your refund, or whatever. And to me and to some of them, it's kind of like, why now? If you
I don't really get the point she's making, but she's talking about how, like, in the past, the Caze was acting like she was going to resolve the issues with previous people. I'm assuming where she's referring to how Alexandra would, like, play the clock on the dispute window for the charges, you know what I'm saying? And then she's saying, but why now in terms of I don't know what she's saying why now in terms of what, you know what I'm saying? Because it wasn't until now that shit's getting popular about it again, so that's why I respond now. You know what I mean? For me, that answered itself, but I don't know.
you didn't care then, why do you care now? And it's because she was trying to control the narrative. And I think,
I mean, I guess control the narrative is a point regarding that, like, because she does try to control. I'm just realizing now, I think I pulled the wrong timestamp on this, or did I miss that? Am I out of it? I might have pulled the wrong timestamp, but you know what? Fuck it, we're just gonna keep watching it. That's my bad. The narrative, I just took something else from that. I took more about it being about not addressing or bringing attention to the situation, but then waiting to address it until there was attention already brought to it. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. Because at that point, even though, like, back in May, on Diana's post, she was telling Diana, take this down and some shit like that. So in some ways, she'd been responding, but I think why go after creators now would be, part of it is about controlling the narrative, but part of it is about, in terms of addressing those specific issues, because notice she's now no longer just trying to control the narrative about the Raylee situation. If it was just about that, then I would say only controlling the narrative, right? But whenever she's trying to respond to something else that attention is being brought to, that's there's a difference between trying to control the narrative, because she can't control that narrative. A different narrative has already been put out there, in my opinion, that she can't control. That's the whole point. So she's trying to when you can't control a narrative, trying to control it won't bring it into your control. So maybe you could make a point that that's where Alexandra's going here. But in my opinion, what you do in that situation, the best thing that you can do, because you can't control it, is you can only tell your story. You can only bring the evidence, right? But I don't know if I'm using the right words. Maybe she was trying to control the narrative. I can't speak to her motives, but I don't think we're both speculating in that regard, because neither of us can speak to what she was trying to do. We can only say what we perceive her doing, right? I don't know. All right, let's keep going. My bad. That was either like really productive or really just like why.
I think that is such a good call out, and I was not going to speak on her reaching out to me or these other women, much like Boss Lady C said she had to sit on it. But since she called it out, I thought it would be good to call mine out as well, to give it even more merit.
I mean, I guess everybody gets to choose how they handle it and everything like that. I would have shown that shit immediately. I'm just curious as to the reason as to sitting on it. Is it, I guess, to protect your peace? I don't know.
That she's not the only one that she did that to, or that she reached out to try and change the conversation. So yeah, you can take that information for whatever it's worth and however you'd like to take it. But I am going to tag Boss Lady C right here, because I think she deserves a whole lot of credit for her videos that she's made and for her storytelling capabilities. So you should absolutely go watch her videos.
So that's my bad. I totally linked the wrong one, and then I just kept waiting for it because I was like, maybe it gets to it. But that is, totally me. But I did just check to find the right one. And you know what? I still think it was probably worth watching that take, because we had just been watching the In Context where the DaDon / Therealjinsu was discussing. Sorry, it autoplayed. Was discussing fucking just like how Caze was responding to her and responding to other clients and stuff. And so I still feel like, perhaps the Alexandra Bueno narrative thing was a good take to throw in there on that coverage, in terms of Alexandra Bueno's take on Boss Lady C101's take on that. You know what I'm saying? A take on a take. And again, I don't know if I've been saying this, but all of the original videos are all linked in the original videos on this playlist that we are replaying here. Okay, so now we're gonna watch the actual fucking video that I meant to watch. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. So here we go. This is the actual one I meant to play, and I played the wrong one. Oopsie. But you know what? I think it kind of worked out in context. So we're gonna play this at 1.75 speed. That is totally my bad. Here we go. I saw this last night also. Fucking when I ended my live stream, not only was that Raylee ad in my feed, this one was too. And I was like, Jesus fucking Christ, man. The shit. And then I was like, dude, when I saw this shit, I was like, I missed all of the good shit. I was so pissed. But like, not her, but like, obviously, but like, but I was like annoyed that I missed the deleted shit, and now it's deleted. I got, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, how am I missing the, but anyway, fucking, so let's watch this shit, and you're gonna see what the fuck I'm talking about. It keeps fucking doing this shit. I'm gonna refresh it. Hold
If you're following along with Wedding Dress Gate / Sandera and Raylee, the drama that's happening with that, there are some new developments, even though I didn't think there would be, but here we go. First is this reminder that...
All right, so I don't know if this happened on a video that we covered already and I missed it, or I didn't process it when it happened, or if another video was posted and deleted and I didn't get to see it at all. Like, what the fuck? But, so Casze posted, and I have to double check. I think this is, why isn't it showing me the, yeah, on the DaDon, Therealjinsu, on one of her posts, Casze had said, you need help. You want to be so bad. I wasn't going to say anything, but you are going too far at this point. You don't have anything else better to do than stalk me? Right. And of course these fucking comments are deleted now. Can you fucking believe this shit? I mean, of course you can believe it, but you know what I mean? Like, oh my god.
That nothing on the internet will go away. DaDon had posted a new video yesterday. She had some more things to say.
Okay, so that was last night that Alexandra Bueno posted that DaDon had posted another video yesterday. So on September 9th, Alexandra Bueno said DaDon posted another video yesterday, meaning September 8th. So I think I missed the fucking video. Oh, fuck! I missed all the good shit. Now I gotta go find that fucking video if I can. And so let's refresh here. We missed that because
Alright, y'all, so
we covered this. This was 6 days ago. 6 days ago. And so 3 days ago, though, when the designer had said eagerly waiting for part 2, DaDon said thinking if I should drop video or go live. So much that happened in the last 24 hours. Wow. I wonder what happened. And so this is from August. We covered this. This is from August. We covered this. So yeah, I totally missed it. It's gone now. Totally missed it. That sucks. Damn. All right. So, and then let's see the rest of this coverage.
Say, as is her right, and apparently Sandera decided she didn't like those things, as is also her right. But this is what she had commented on DaDon's post, which the comments are now gone. And there's also these.
And more comments that Casze left said, miserable. No, the obsession is diabolical. You were never scammed. Weirdo. Oh my god.
And this one. And this one.
Oh wait, that happened so fast. Hold on, let me go back.
This one.
So, she had said something about...
This one.
She said, this obsession is sad. I'm kind of all over your page. Give it a rest. All this time and energy wrote about me is just scary and stalkerish at this point. Stop it and stop the threats too, love. Oh my god, so Casze thinks that she is scary and stalkerish to Rukavina then. Raylee Rukavina Wells then, huh? Is that what Casze is saying? Is she saying that herself is scary and stalkerish then? Because she did way more to Raylee than DaDon ever did to her. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion. DaDon said make me delusional because some CPN using lady got my money. Yes, I am. Let me make sure I didn't miss anything else. I'm gonna go back again, my bad. Hold up.
And this one. And this one.
Oh fuck, I did miss one. God damn it, hold on. Sorry. There's gonna be an echo. Okay. Then it says, make me delusional because, oh, right, I read this. And then Casze said, girl, give it a rest. And she said, you're mad, you was just in my DM screaming. Are you touched? Holy fuck.
And this one. And this one.
Okay,
as well.
Then Casze said, it's giving obsession. Watch my every move is insane. Well, she's typed love, but I guess she meant move. The fuck? DaDon said, baby, you better hope them police find you before I do. Casze said, I'm the only reason you get attention or views. Congrats, love. DaDon said, your man must be with one of them girls you got time. Oh, fuck. I love DaDon is hilarious. Oh my god. You know what? Let's see if we can prove Sandera wrong here. Let's go to counting.com. Let's just talk about the next page. So let's see. So we can admit that her story has gotten between 80,000 screenshots of Casze and her DMs. Bro, dude, I'm so bummed I missed that. Oh my god, I'm gonna see if we can find it before we end the live stream online. But that is amazing. I'm so proud of her. You know, I'm sure she's doing what she needs to do to protect her peace. Maybe she'll put it back up because the rest of her content is still up. So maybe she has a plan on putting it back up. But I'm not speaking for her. I'm just speculating. But yeah, thank you. Just let that reflect. Alrighty.
Well as these. Then Raylee posted this video.
And we reacted to this video in my last one. Oh, 25 Girls 101 said, I saw DaDon surviving Casze part 2 video before it was deleted. It was so funny. DaDon posted screenshots of Casze and her DMs. Bro, dude, I'm so bummed I missed that. Oh my god, I'm gonna see if we can find it before we end the live stream online. But that is amazing. I'm so proud of her. You know, I'm sure she's doing what she needs to do to protect her peace. Maybe she'll put it back up because the rest of her content is still up. So maybe she has a plan on putting it back up. But I'm not speaking for her. I'm just speculating. But yeah, thank you for joining me. Thanks for letting us know that you saw it, that it was funny. She seems to be really fucking funny. So this next situation where Casze or Sandera did a video after Raylee, and in my opinion, it could be construed as like a video reply to Raylee. We covered that and my reaction to what she's talking about here in my live stream last night, about how I think they could both monetize this shit.
And in response, Sandera posted this. It's going on 3 weeks and still nothing. Where is that thing? Hashtag 15 minutes of fame. So essentially, this isn't done yet.
Okay, my bad. I skipped the round because I thought it was going to continue. but maybe it ended there or whatever, or maybe it skipped on me, but or maybe I forgot to go back to it or something, but whatever. But yeah, so that was the video or whatever that got skipped that I didn't see. And so then later on, I saw the Rojinsu. I spelled it wrong here. I need to go through all the live streams to make sure I spelled it correctly. And I also think I spelled Cinderella's name wrong too. Anyway, so we're gonna fucking watch this now. And so this is where I was like checking for updates and I noticed that she was live and I was like, ooh, let's join. And so has not posted any new updates since, oh, she's live right now. Oh my god, how meta. Dude, yo, let's watch this live on this live.
I was thinking about Sienna, because, yeah, she is 16. She grown too. Everybody grown. But, yeah.
I posted in the comments that I'm streaming on YouTube right now while I'm watching her live, so she can tell me to get the fuck out if she doesn't want me to.
You're live on live, Meta?
Oh, you know what? Okay, now I'm noticing she changed the spelling because in previous videos it was with a G and then she changed it to be with a J. So when she changed her name, she just, okay. All right. Okay. Okay, now I see. So you know what? I guess we're just going to have this spelling interchange then. Okay. So, my bad. We're going to keep watching.
What is that supposed to mean? Live on live, Meta? I don't know what that means, because I just came here to get this out the way for TikTok.
Oh yeah, at this point though, what I was typing was at first I had said, hi, I'm live streaming on YouTube right now while watching your live. You're live on Live Meta. I'm on YouTube live streaming about Casze and Raylee. Check your page for updates. You're live right now. And then I was typing, so I'm on live streaming while I'm streaming.
Oh, okay. I'm on YouTube right now. Oh my gosh, really, thank you. I did my hair the other day. I dyed it because it was black. I needed a little color. And yeah, now I'm like, let me just hop on here. I'm bored. My friend's cooking for me. I'm gonna check. I'm watching your live. I'm streaming on YouTube. Thank you, boo.
I don't think I processed at that time that she had said she had just dyed her hair, but it looks great. It looks wonderful.
Yeah, I'm gonna check about the whole Cascade dress situation. Like, I've actually been blocked for like maybe a month since the situation. I appreciate you. You're talking about you've been covering for a month. I still haven't got my money back, but I've been blocked for a while where I can only like post videos and stuff. So I couldn't get DMs. I couldn't get like certain notifications and stuff. And yeah, that was that. But I did end up taking out a police report here in New York, and I filed one in Atlanta. And I'm still like kind of debating on if I should go along with taking her to court, because at this point I'm kind of just over it. Like, it's,
I don't know what the buzzing sound is. I can't tell if that's from an audio issue through the Rojinsu or if that was on my end in this video to where like for example if we had yard work.
it's draining. It doesn't seem like it gets to any end with her, but she is doing a lot of like illegal stuff. And I seen that she's been checking my page. Millie, you sent me a donut, my first gift there. Thank you. So yeah, she after I posted my second video, she went crazy in my messages and in my DMs, and that's how she ended up reporting me in my DMs, because I'm just like, go the fuck away. Like, I'm sorry, please go away. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Thank you guys for a gift. Yeah, so she reported my DMs because I did say some things in there. Because she came in there like, oh, you're upset. She told me I was upset to her. And she came commenting on the video, like underneath my video. She came commenting underneath the videos, and we was going back and forth. But then I woke up and she had deleted it and also blocked me from the actual Cascade page. So I think the only place that I'm not blocked is on her personal. And I really don't like check her personal. I don't care to check it because I just feel like, yeah. But she just made it seem like I was trying to like, use the moment. And it's just like, no, girl, you came up here saying you got stole, knowing I'm on this internet and you stole my money. Like, yeah. She is mad she got called out for it, because it's not just us either. Like, it's a whole bunch of people. It's so much people that have like horror stories with her, and it's real sad. Like, if y'all know the tea, like if y'all know what she really do on the inside, it's crazy. Like, to figure that out as a customer and know you pay all that money is a little, yeah. But she gonna get hers. Don't worry, she gonna get hers, and I'm gonna make sure that I'm like her worst enemy. She came to New York City Fashion Week, and I was kind of like going back and forth with her, asking her like, okay, so since you're in New York, why we just don't meet up so you could give me the money? And yeah, she was not trying to give me the money, so she told me she don't want to meet up with me. I'm crazy. And I mean, I kind of understood her, because I was kind of like, No, that's what I'm saying. She's saying she has no money, but she was out in New York City Fashion Week, having a blast. Like, she was having a blast. And I'm not no hater. Like, have your time and stuff, but, like, don't try to gaslight people. And you had a whole GoFundMe. And, yeah, I just feel like if you in as much debt and if you in as much, like, of a worry as you are, which I don't really think you were, I think you just need some quick money. And you was. I think you did kind of feel away about Raylee, you know, but she did the right thing, too. But can't go, yeah, she was outside. And I just feel like it's okay, but, like, don't play in people's face like that. She was playing in people's face. Like, to say you don't have money, but then you're outside partying, doing extra curriculums. I shouldn't see a giggle right now from a bitch that got my money. Like, I really shouldn't see no giggle. I shouldn't even see you smirking. Like with her politics, I do think she got messed up. I don't even like her politics, but I do. Yeah, like, the whole situation with politics and stuff, I kind of felt like, I see where everybody's like, yeah, that's a fucked up view. You know, I don't support and I'm not behind that, but, like, you knew that and you still took her money. So what that got to do with anything? But politics got nothing to do with it when you scamming. Like, wrong is wrong. And she trying to, like, gaslight. That's gaslighting. Like, you can't tell me about this wrong that got nothing to do with this. We're talking about a dress right now. I don't even really want to play into that so much, because I just feel like even if she is or she isn't, she still came and supported your business as you being a black business owner. So for you to come pull you're a black business owner that's getting scammed and try to make it about everything, that was where it was an issue. And then you try to come to me trying to spin it to me. And yeah, I didn't want no parts in that, because that's not what I was talking about. I was simply just talking about my money. Once you seen that people was talking about their money, you can't even talk about other stuff. But yeah, it's not right. And she's not professional at all. She reached out. Oh, that's what I didn't tell y'all. She reached out to me from a fake WhatsApp profile. Right? And it's something called DMCA. She put that as the profile picture, and I think it's a rule. It's not an organization. I don't think it's something that could, like, I think it's a law. And it's basically saying, like, warning somebody about a cease and desist. It's a takedown copyright thing. Exactly. Okay, good. So let me see. I don't know. Like, if y'all want to know, I'm gonna go and show y'all the screenshots. But basically, she started texting me through there, telling me, she started talking crazy. She called me at like 8 in the morning 20 times, and I'm sleeping. I'm like, girl, what the hell are you? What the fuck do you mean? Take my video down. And she said, she was saying, like, it isn't her, it's somebody else. She's like, I'm just telling you, it's just a warning. And then at the end, I kind of called her. I'm like, Sandra, what are you telling me? And then she started speaking, like, you know, instead of speaking from third person, she went from speaking to first person. And was telling me, like, oh, what problem do you have with me? Why do you want to involve yourself? I have all the messages. I'm just like, I cannot believe you called me down so many times. I don't even be on WhatsApp like that. For someone to call me down so much, she's trying to copyright you for talking about her. She cannot copyright me for talking about her. So she can try all she wants, and I want her to take it there. Because, like, I was thinking about going there with you, but if you dare try to, like, take it there with me, I'm going to go there, like, all the way. Like, I'm going to make sure I come and find your ass in Miami, okay? And that part, I'm going to make sure I do it. But, yeah, she basically was just harassing me. And then finally, when I told her, like, I'm going to make a video about this too, because you're still contacting me, and I haven't even, it was weeks. And it's just that I guess she was mad that the video was still up, because the video does have a lot of views, and I see every day that the video views and interaction goes up. So I think she just, like, really wants it to come down. I'm just like, I'm not taking shit down, because one, she tried to backtrack when we first started speaking, saying that she was gonna give me back the money. Like, she was gonna give me back the money right then and there, because she wanted the video down with Raleigh. And I simply told her, like, whether you give me back this money or not, I'm not taking my videos down. Like, the right thing is for you to give me back my money, because I'm owed my money. So yeah, I guess that kind of, like, threw her off into not giving me my promised money. But I didn't ever think that I was receiving the money, so it wasn't really a loss for me, like, when it came to her and that. So yeah, still up, but I missed part 2. I think part 2 is still there. I think it's just further down, because I was still posting videos after the situation. Like, I posted some baking videos and things, so I think part 2 is still there. It's just, like, a little further down, because I unpinned some things and pinned some things back. So yeah, I am. I'm doing really good. I'm feeling good. I'm looking good. I'm smelling good, and you know the rest. Yeah, thank you for, like, keeping up. Thank you for your support. Thank you. I know it's so many of y'all that, like, are, like, I feel like it's been months now, right, since the situation happened, but it's still so many people that reach out to me on my Instagram because they see that I'm not responding on TikTok and tell me, like, what became of that. And it's really nothing else to, like, I can't really say much of, like, she just keeps harassing me, and she just kept harassing me until after that DMCA. She took it upon herself to block me after that, because I was just like, I'm gonna make a video about this too if you don't stop calling me. Like, it's no reason for us to get on the phone. So yeah, really stressed. Oh my gosh, did you see Diana's dress, bro? And I'm not gonna lie, Diana's dress, out of all 3 of us, if we want to talk about, like, all 3 of our dresses, I felt like her dress had the most potential. Like, I don't know, I felt like her dress was actually the prettiest. Once I seen how it was supposed to look, I'm like, damn, like, how did she fuck this up? I felt like it was really cute. But I loved how Diana turned it around. She did her big one. Like, that dress, yeah, you could tell that she was working for that company for the right reasons. Like, it wasn't like, oh, I'm just trying to get paid, I'm just trying to be, you know, in something popular. She was working because that was her passion. And, you know, because she said she used to work there at a time. I do believe that she said that. Yeah, her dress was really pretty. Like, the way she was able to turn that around, shit, I wish I was blessed like that. Yeah, she used to work for Casze. And I think that's why she even, like, went along with getting the dress done. And she even said herself, like, how some of the workers say that Casze she can't really draw to save her life. So she knew to, like, draw up and send how she wanted it done. So for someone to draw something up like that, so to even be able to draw what you want, like, to even imagine, and then to have the ability to, like, write it down, but that took time to write down and like, show you for real, and you couldn't get it right. Yeah, she's one of them. She bodied that dress, and they still messed with her like that. It's like, damn, yeah, Sandra don't got no remorse. She don't care who you are. She doesn't care who you are. She's in court with her family. She has restraining orders with her. Like, listen, okay? She got a lot of stuff going on. She don't care who you are. She's gonna get you. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I don't think that people would have knew for sure. Like, I definitely feel like, yeah, you know, because people, the way how she spun it, and even like said that the girl owed her more than what she even owed her. Like, people was on Cascade's side. Like, the same people who she's saying like support the Trump campaign, like support, yeah, Trump becoming president. Those same people that she was saying like, oh yeah, you know, they stole my money and they're this. It's the same people who hopped and made videos. Like, she paid people. She paid a lot of pages, a lot of ghost pages to make videos and make that video go viral, and just for it to blow up in her face. Because when I woke up that morning, I'm going through TikTok and I'm just like, Cascade got scammed. Because mind you, I'm still following her, because when me and her were going through it, I was DMing her on TikTok too, like, girl, I'm about to come find you for real. Because why? Like, losing, definitely. This definitely built up. This definitely put, like, you know, it did the right thing in the end. Thank God. Yeah, Cass, she did chat to my page down a few times. She kept threatening me, and I'm just like, girl, you cannot take this page. You cannot take this page at all. Like, and that's how she worked. And she always, you know what I learned through speaking to like her old employees and stuff like that? She always speaks in third person. Like, she never wants you to know that it's her in the room. Like, she's the owner. She always speaks in third person. And that's just so that when things go wrong, she can like blame it on other people. And then when you reach out to those people, they're like, no, like, this is not like, this is not what I said. This is not me who did that. And a lot of her employees said that. Because when I asked on my dress, when I speak to her employees, she said, girl, that was her texting you the whole time. It's not a customer line. That it's not a phone that someone's just always next to and answering. No, it's an app, and everyone has it. And 10 out of 10 times, she's the one responding to you instead of whoever she has working for you. So yeah, it is a lack of transparency. She just doesn't want her fuck ups to be known, and she reuses dress. Just put that out there too. So all these dresses, she's not even really making. She's reusing them. Some people, she's telling them here from others, and she's bringing them. She's reusing dresses. So yeah. But yeah, that was the tea about that. Went over another design. Yeah, a lot of her stuff she reuses. I've been told some horror stories. It's just that I don't want to say too much, because I don't want, you know, the employees to catch any strays, because I feel like she will know and put two and two together. Thank you so much for talking to me. This is actually my first time going live for real. And you kept me company, you and Millie. Oh, hey, Alex. How you doing, girl? We were just talking about the peoples, you know. We were just talking about the peoples, a little follow-up. We were just giving a little rundown of what's been going on. Yes, everyone's videos were so good. Like, it really kept me. You didn't need a show. Like, all the tea was here. And it's just so crazy that all of this had came out still leading up to these days, because, yeah, it just made sense as to why she was reaching out. I hope you have a great day, too.
Okay, we're going to check back on her in just a second before we close out. Let's look for this part 2 if I can find it, because she said she had posted some other stuff. So this was the part 1, so I was thinking it would come after. Maybe it got put on friends only. It does look like the part 2 is not here anymore, because these are older videos, so it wouldn't have gone before. It should be. So we see part 1. None of these videos. Maybe it's on friends only because of what had happened. Because here's part 1. Well, this is the original part 1. I saw that. Maybe she was thinking that I meant, because she had posted these. So this is part 2 and part 3, and this is part 1.
Like, for real. But no, yeah, they want you to have a whole new account, and even that is like a little bit of a scam. But we're not gonna get into that. But yeah, they got me, girl. Because I really was going back and forth. I swore that I was going to get that shit. Like, for real. I'm a little embarrassed. I'm actually sorry I even sent it to you. Because that was like, that. I know how annoying. That was really like spam. But I was caught in it too, girl. You know what I hate? Oh, well, you came back gifting. Hey. What's crazy is that I have my makeup bag here, and I can't find any of my concealers. And even right now, I feel like, I don't know, can't put my mind on like where this shit will be. Yes, you addicted to live streams? What you like? Like, what kind of live streams you be watching? What they be talking about? I won't say that I'm addicted to them, but I can see myself getting into them. Okay. Yeah, I can see that. And I be into events sometimes, you know, and just talk. Sometimes I'm really talkative. Sometimes I'm real mellow. Okay, I gotta check you out. Actually. Yeah, I have to check you out. I don't want to follow you. Yeah, I like stuff like that. You know what? I actually like, you know what type of streams I've been getting into? Like, you know, it's all about media right now. So I've been into them Diddy streams. Like, baby, I feel like I could tell you everything about Diddy right now. And I'm not one of those people that's just hearing something and running with it. Once I fall down a loophole, I fall down a loophole. Like, completely down a loophole. I fall down a loophole. And I have, like, you could tell me something, and I'll choose, like, if I want to believe it or not. But I feel like I could tell you everything about that Diddy case. I've been watching that a lot, because I feel like that's been all over my feed. What else have I been watching? Well, I feel like just mostly that. And then, like, I like a lot of, like, there's this one creator that was singing a Diddy, dun, diddy, diddy. The feds on his ass, yeah. Yeah, these Diddy memes, they starting out like they been having me cracking up. It was a meme where they have Diddy daughters running in the hallway. They had these Zonzie. I figured it was a bitty bitty bum bum. They had his daughters running in the hallway, and they're gonna say that it was the baby oil that they was falling on because they was slipping. I'm like, yeah, I'm done. The internet's undefeated. I'm just trying to figure out where is my concealer. I feel like yeah, no. And you know what too? I'll be lying if I say I'm not a mukbang girl. I'm a mukbang girl. Like, I'm a mukbang girl. But I'm only a mukbang girl if I could like maybe get up and make that while I'm watching you. Then it's like, yeah. And I'm trying to get back into like opening up my appetite with eating the things that like I'm really like craving in that moment. And yeah, I've been trying to eat everything. It's not guilty, yeah. It's like, it's honestly, it's kind of embarrassing sometimes to say, but I fall into a loophole with mukbangs too. I watch people eat anything. Since I feel full after they finish. You know what's funny? Brenda was telling me a story the other day. I gotta go for real. My damn stream now. I'm so live. Okay, later. Brenda was telling me the other day, Millie.
Okay, so now it's at this point that we are going to get into the employee side of the situation. I forgot if that rest of that live stream we covered if she had said anything else about the situation, so I was like, fuck it, let's just try. But anyway, so now what we're gonna get into is the former employee side of the situation. And before we do that, I also just want to do a quick reminder if you're interested in getting a tattoo and you live near Houston, Texas or Pasadena, Texas, you should definitely check out Ink by Casse at the V-Hole Studio. So, what we're about to watch next is just gonna be we're gonna watch it at 1.5 speed, and we're gonna stop at halfway through ish because this video plays twice on a loop. But we're gonna watch from the former employees of Casze how they've been treated by Sandera.
Sarah White of Casze brand is a horrible business owner. She scams employees out of wages. She's a liar and a thief. She cancels her appointments last minute because she orders her supplies for her customers at the last minute, causing everything to be late and her with the Georgia Department of Labor and Wages. She has
So the volume on this one is pretty low for me. Um, but let's make sure it's all the way up. It looks like it is. And it also does not have captions, but they're basically saying that she's a scammer, that she's in trouble with the Georgia Department of Labor, that she's known for not paying her employees' wages. And they're also saying that their CEO, Dr. Zonzie McLaren, has been an active participant because she was notified, has not helped to resolve anything as well. And so yeah, they're calling out Sandera White and Dr. Zonzie in this video.
written bounce checks to her employees and has not made good on them. She is a scammer. Dr. Zonzie McLaren is CEO of the company, is an active participant because she has been made aware of all these issues and has done nothing about it. She also has a restraining order filed against her for harassing an employee after she put out an email describing her mistreatment by Sandera. Sandera White is a crooked scammer. Sandera White of Casze brand is a
And then it just repeats again, and it's the same video. But yeah, it's linked in the description. It's the designer on TikTok. If you haven't shared it yet, if you could go give this a repost, that would be great. Thank you so much. But yeah, they got fucked over big time, so check that out. And then also, apparently another I believe another fucking employee spoke out as well, if I'm not mistaken. And so let's just check that out real quick if I timestamp this right. Here, we got a video that shows Casze doing damage control. And the main reason I'm here is for the comments. But before we get to the comments, I figured let's check out what could be perceived as Casze doing damage control, or attempting it. I apologize, this is not the correct one. I thought that I covered, maybe I'm wrong, but I thought this was where I was covering, not, oh, you know what? No, I think I covered a former employee speaking out in my video yesterday. My bad. So in the video that I did yesterday, I think is where I addressed that, and it's timestamped there and linked in the description of this video. Here, what we're watching here, my bad, wrong memory. This is where I believe in the comment section of this video, if I'm not mistaken, I think that in the comment section of this video, Casze tries to name anonymous former employees. So let's check that.
Hey guys, so I went into Cassie's page. I don't know if you pronounce it that way, but she posted this bridal gown video. I think she's doing damage control. I see the final outcome and I think it looks really good. Nothing compared to Raylee's dress, of course. You can see a clear difference. This one looks more well done, aside from the bra part, which is a little bit crooked, but there's a clear difference. Raylee's dress was completely botched. It wasn't even. The train, the skirt, the dress, everything, it was unwearable. But this one, it looks better. I think it looks really pretty, and the bride makes it look even better. So I think she's doing some damage control.
So I think she's probably attempting damage control, but I wouldn't really call this damage control because for it to be damage control, it would have to be controlling the damage. In my opinion, this is only kind of adding fuel to the flames, in my opinion. But I kind of already explained that, I think, in my intro. So yeah, and this is from Claudia Hernandez Mendio, I think.
She's offended that a lot of the comments are saying that she has no skills or that her job is messy. Raylee's dress was messy. This one, I think it's much better. But her posting these videos just further prove a point that Raylee's dress was a mess. This is another post. This is a prom dress post, which this dress, I think it's lovely. It's glamorous. It's so over the top. And I think it looks like it's well done. I don't know in person, but you can see a clear difference from Raylee's dress and these posts that she's posting now. But I think it just makes it worse for her because Raylee's dress was a mess. It was unwearable. It was botched. So this is proving the point. She rushed through Raylee's dress. She didn't start the dress until April, even when she was contracted in February. So she just rushed through it. I think she didn't think that Raylee was going to respond and was going to post receipts. But she should be held accountable for weaponizing social media against Raylee. I can't imagine what the...
Yeah, you know, my presentation coming up in just a second is going to hit on my thoughts about how their lawyers might be able to argue that case, in my opinion, potentially.
Bride went through that her wedding weekend with all of the stress, all of the comments, and all of the backlash she was getting without even having her story said, her side of the story said. So yeah, it looks really nice. It does look really nice, and you can clearly see a difference between these dresses and Raylee's dress. So I do think Raylee's dress, she just rushed through it. She didn't even care about the outcome.
I could agree with that part. Now, here's the reason we're here. Here's the reason we're here. So, the designer commented on here. She produces some beautiful work, but almost everything is late. Casze Segura commented, Pam, you worked on that dress. Trying to name the employee. Someone said, why are you scamming all the girls? Casze said, go away. The designer said, this dress was delivered the day of the wedding. Pamela Gordon, you are in trouble, says Casze. It looks like she's trying to dox name her employees. And again, the designer is an anonymous employee. No one knows for sure who the designer is. I have spoken with anonymous employees and I can corroborate who they are based on evidence. But for Casze here to be trying to name, and what if she's dead wrong? When I first started, I thought this was so fucking funny because I had seen this. This was still fresh to me then, and that was my first reaction, was basically like laughing my ass off at this because I just thought it was so fucking ridiculous that she was out here trying to go through like her employees' names and putting employees out there. And in my head, it shows how riled up she is. Like, if she had proof that this was that employee and she had that evidence, you know, not trying to gaslight, if that is the case, if she has proof, knows it for a fact, I still think it's fucked up to be naming the person. Like, wouldn't you just use this in court? Like, why are you trying to dox them, right? Which is also potentially illegal. That could be used against them, right? If that is what happened. But then, if that's not what happened, like, if she doesn't even know who did it, she's just making shit up and just guessing, like, bro, what the fuck? I wonder why she chose this specific person when guessing it. You know what I'm saying? But it's just hilarious to me. You know what I'm saying? But anyway. Someone said, sounds like you're the one in trouble. So someone said she keeps posting about the drama. Alright, we're going to skip the rest of those comments for now. They're all linked in the description of the video, or in that video. They're all linked in that, it's all in that video, other video, which in the playlist is in this video. I can't speak, but you know what I mean? Alright, so, next we're going to move on to Diana's story. And she shared, all of her stories, I believe, got published to where I was able to cover that all in one live stream, if I'm not mistaken. And so, we're just gonna check all of this out now, and yeah, here we go. This is Diana, which is the guest which is the customer of Casze that Therealjinsu and I were discussing, who we were saying was like really good at design.
But all right, different story. On to Diana. Diana, again, shared her story May 2022, but it's just now getting out because of what, like almost 2.5 years later, because of what's happening with the whole Raylee Casze situation. So let's see what her story is. Story time of how this lady had took $1,300 from me to make my prom dress and didn't give me my money back, part one. Okay, so let's go ahead and start all the way from the beginning. So I was looking at her page and I found her page via Instagram, and I was like, she do some really good work. Like, I seen her do dresses for Jada Wada, I seen her do dresses for K. Michelle, Dreamed Out, and all these other celebrities, and I seen that she did really good work. So I was like, why not? Like, she looks like she does really well work. So I was like, let's try it. Okay, so if you look at the top, you'll see your appointment has been accepted Saturday, December 4, 2021. As you can see, that's when I first booked my consultation appointment, and she charged me $50 for it, and I did pay it. Everything was set, and I thought everything was going good. Okay, so I'm trying to get everybody to see the entire thing. I did have to scratch some stuff out because we do have to take a court, and I didn't want too much information to be shown. But if you look at the top where it says 10/10/21, that's when I first ever did anything. So I was actually doing everything ahead of time, back in October, for December, so everything would be good for prom by May 6, 2022. Okay, so as y'all saw, I had paid for my consultation. Everything was all booked.
She really is a planner. This kid's gonna go far. Like, she's planning her prom dress like so far in advance. I was not on top of it like that. It's like what, 7 months in advance?
And set in stone, and I was just so excited. I was just literally waiting on a day until she tried to change my appointment. So as y'all can see, such and such says has rescheduled your appointment. So when I first got the email, it was to my acknowledgement.
Okay, this reminds me of some bullshit fuckery. I love my orthodontist team. I love the assistants. There's just one person at the front desk that I'm just like, bro, why are you like this with some of the shit she says and does? And this reminds me of something, of an issue I had. But anyway, okay. But no, I'm just saying, like, this shit frustrates me. You know what I'm saying? That's fine.
Whatsoever. So with her changing my schedule without my knowing or anything, I was like contacting her to see like what's going on. Like, maybe it was a mistake, maybe she meant to change someone else's. But then I call her and I get her on the phone and she's just like, oh well, I have an important client flying in, and I was wondering if you can swap, times around. Can you come in earlier? Can you come in later? Okay, so at this point I'm just like, okay, so what can we do? Because I had already booked my consultation and I had already had things planned, around that timing. And I'm just like, what else can we do? And she was just like, well, let me figure some things out and then I'll figure.
She should have rescheduled and told the second client she already has someone at that time. That's a hell no. Like, I would never push another client's time. Like, I literally told one of my clients, I can't meet with you on this day because I already have another client booked. And she was like, can I meet you on that day? And I was like, no, any other day but that day. You know what I mean? That happened once. But that wasn't like that was just like wording life, But yeah, that was different. But still, it's like the principle of the matter.
It out, and then I was just like, don't worry about it, like I can work some things out, because at the end of the day I did not want to go to all these different people and I did not have no dress or something just went wrong. So I was just like trying to make it work any way possible for me to have what I wanted. So I honestly should have known from the very beginning that she was going to be a little off because of her customer service from the start. She wasn't answering the phone, she changed my stuff, and I really should have known, but I think I was being so gullible and so excited for prom. I just didn't want to hear anything from anybody, and I really learned my lesson in this part. But I think I'm running out of time, so part 2 is going to be up because it gets crazy.
So yeah, fucking that kid, she's gonna do great, I think. So the comments here, are saying what is done in the dark comes to light. I hope you get something in return. Sorry, you got scammed. This TikTok needs more attention. And a lot of comments are new. They're saying, how many get this story spreading from 2022? Oh my fucking god. Hoping to get your money back. Have you filed already? Don't forget statute of limitations, 2 years for written contracts. I think she did file because she had said she was covering stuff up due to legal things. So I think she's good on that. And so yeah, people are telling her she's pretty. Sorry this happened. And let's watch part 2.
Part 2 of how this lady took $1,300 from me during prom season for a dress. Okay, so on part 1, I think I had left off on where I had booked my consultation and I paid for it and she changed my schedule, right? So when you first book anything, or when you even text this number, it's gonna pop up like the business line, and like if you have any ideas, like send the ideas via text so they can like give you a quoted price, right? Okay, so here's a perfect example of what I mean. Y'all please make sure y'all pay attention to all.
So in this text message, Monday, October 11th, 2:20, it says, hi, are you calling to inquire about a custom item? Monday, October 11th, 4:21. No, I was actually calling to see if I was able to bring my prom date to my appointment to get measurements as well. Customer service line, business hours range Monday through Friday. This is an auto response, 10 to 7, Saturday, 10 to 5 Eastern. For any inquiries, please send detailed description. She said, or does he need to book a separate appointment? And they said, thanks for calling blank. If you're inquiring about a custom order, please send a detailed description inspiration photo. I think these are auto responses. And then Thursday, December 2nd, 6:14, it says, hey, I have the appointment set.
All these dates from October to December. Make sure y'all pay attention to all of that, okay? So as you can see, this is what I meant by it would pop up with the customer service business line and like a detailed description of what you want, right? So I never had her personal number at first, so I only had like this business line, so I was trying to contact her about any other questions that I also had. So y'all please look at all the dates at the top. It says December.
So the top of this says Thursday, December 2nd, 6:14 p.m. Hey, I have the appointment set for Saturday, and here's some details for my dress. And it's got the customer service line auto response, and then it's got a picture of the dress, which like a silver dress. I'm not gonna describe it. It's got like, it looks like a redhead silver dress, like slit. I said I was gonna describe it. Here I go. Swoopy neck, spaghetti straps. And it's like almost like a maxi dress cut until it gets right below the hips, and then it flares out at the bottom. And it says, I would like to recreate Ariel's blue dress for the movie The Little Mermaid, but make it more modern. Here's the dress.
Second, I was letting her know that I had an appointment set for that Saturday, and I was showing her some details of my dress and what I wanted, and I did have my boyfriend to go with me because I also wanted him to get a customized shirt to match me, so everything was coordinated in perfection. Okay, so here's some more things that I wanted done to my dress.
So It says I most definitely want to keep the slit at the bottom, but change the top into something else. And then it shows a picture of the slit, and it says I also would like to keep it like an icy blue, but make like this if possible.
Make sure I gave.
Oops, I accidentally hit play. She said and make sure I gave. And then the text message says I don't want sleeve straps. I don't want sleeves. Straps are fine, but if not, here's another look for the top.
Her all the details, and I tried to explain the best of my ability before my consultation, so everything could go so smoothly. And then here's the last detailed picture and the last instructions of what I.
And then after that, it said, lastly, I would like a tail, but not too long, and I would like the male top, just a shirt to be made out of the same material. And on Saturday, December 4th, 9:22 a.m., it says, thanks for calling Casze brand. If you're inquiring about custom order, please send it. I'll respond.
Wanted. Okay, so let's fast forward to the day of consultation, December 4th, 2021, Saturday to be exact. So we're outside, we're waiting for her. We're like trying to get in contact with her because we weren't able to get inside the building without a pin code that she sends to us, and we were waiting, but she wasn't answering, so we're just waiting. We get inside of her building, finally she gets to us and we get in contact with her, so we all go upstairs inside the little suite area, and everything is going good. You know, it's really nice. Everybody is quiet because, you know, it is a quiet area at this time. Excuse me. So we are sitting on the couch, and you know, she asked to come take my measurements, and you know, I go get my measurements taken, and then I come back, and then she, you know, she started drawing out what I wanted, and that's where problems started happening. First things first, baby could not draw. I thought maybe she wasn't like a drawer, maybe she understood what I was saying, but what she was drawing wasn't getting at all. It was to the point where I came home and I redrew a picture, and I'm gonna post the picture that I drew. Give me a second. Now I don't have the picture that she drew. She kept that copy.
So she here draws. It's actually a pretty good picture of a dress. And it shows like a spaghetti strap dress with like it's like almost like a swoop neck, but then it's got like a deep V cut as well, and it's more cut to the body. Instead of having the extra fabric with the swoop, it lays flat on the body and goes down in a V, if that makes sense. But the neck still has that like crescent shape, and it's still got that hourglass figure curve. On this dress, from the other picture we've seen, it flares out at the hip instead of below the hip, if that makes sense. Or on top of the hip instead of below the hip, rather, if that makes sense. And it's got the slit up higher on the leg. It's actually a pretty good picture of dress, especially for a high schooler. Fuck yeah, if she was looking for this prom dress. And this is from December 5th, 2021, 11:26 a.m. She did go into fashion.
But this is what I drew. As you can see at the top of the screen, it says December 5th, 2021, and literally the day after we left her, I drew it and I sent it to her. Now at this point, I do have her personal number, so I sent that picture to her personal number, and I'm going to share the rest of the messages, and I'm going to share the quoted price and everything. Okay, so she ended up charging me $2,600 for the whole entire dress. Meet me at.
Oh, sorry, I was clipping my nail, but let me see the end of that message said real quick, and then we're going to go to the next part. But before we do, we're going to check out the comments. So the end of this message, it's got the item response for thank you for calling December 4th, and then on Tuesday, December 7th, 12:45 a.m. It says, hi Diana, quoted price for your dress with monthly production until completion, couture construction, and materials included is $2,600. The price for color stones has rose tremendously for the blue ombre effect. And Tuesday, December 7th, 7:28 a.m. she said, thank you. When do I pay the deposit / first payment? And then it's redacted, and then it says a line, and it says business hours, and then it's got an auto response, I think. I forgot I muted this because we need to go to the next part. But so they got people here tagging Raylee, telling her she's talented, telling her that she's sorry. Lots of people tagging. Next, we have part 3. So here we go.
We just came in from work, so if y'all see all this stuff. Okay, so here's part 3. I literally just came in from work, so if y'all see all this stuff, that's why, but let's get started. Okay, so the last part has stopped off where I sent.
Okay, so in the message where she sent the picture of the sketch, on Sunday, December 5th, 11:27 a.m., she sent the photo of the sketch she drew that we just spoke about. And it said, good morning, ma'am. I tried my best to draw a pattern of the diamond sword dress. Everything else will remain the same that we talked about, except the pattern and the opening at the top. And she responded, okay, thank you. So are you doing the vibe like, look, this is the single stone look with the lines that's going to change and the rest is cut off. I mean, that's partly cut off too.
I sent her my personal drawing, and when she gave me the quoted price, here's the personal drawing that I sent her, and here's the messages that I sent her as well, and I'm going to show the rest of the messages. Here are some more of the messages, so y'all can.
Okay, and then the rest of this message said, that's going to change the design, and we are closed on Sundays, and this is my personal number. For the remainder of the process, please use the blank number. We can finish discussing this, but after today, use your customer service number. I have my assistant who helps me assist with clients. This changes to more like one of the designs you showed with the lines and close together designs rather than just single stones. And then more photos are sent.
Can see at this point I do have her personal number. I had got her personal number during the consultation, and just read those messages really fast. She even sent me more similar pictures with the.
Whoops, I accidentally hit unmute before pause. So she was saying that they recently sent similar pics, but and it says this is this dress. More so exactly what you showed me off of the dress page. Single stone design, and that's more so what I drew out. What you're showing with the vines is going to look different. If you can clarify and send inspiration photos from some of the gown pages of similar crystal designs so I can have a better understanding.
Less dense single stone look, and I'm thinking she understands everything. You know, everything was, the conversation was going so well. I thought I had no worries after this. And here's like the last bit of that conversation.
So the last bit of this conversation, she sent photos and says, here's some photos, however you coordinate together is fine, just like the single stone look. I just don't want the more denser areas to just be dense. We can do straight lines to single stones, that okay as well. Then on Monday, January 24th, 8:24 a.m. Good morning, I was just doing a follow-up on the dress and was just making sure our first fitting was set for next month.
Don't worry about the Monday, January date just yet. Don't worry about that just yet. So those last messages was dated on December 5th, literally the day after.
So part of the top message is cut off, but I think it's an auto message anyway on Saturday, December 4th, 9:22 a.m. Then on Tuesday, December 7th, it's got a quoted price message up again for $2,600 that we read before. She had said, when do I pay? So, yeah.
And here we see the Tuesday, December 7th, that's when she sent me my quoted price for everything, and I was asking when do I pay my deposit, and that's when things started going a little left. Okay, so she charged me $2,600 for the entire dress. Half of the dress was the deposit, and then the other half was when you picked it up and when it was completed. And just to clear the air, I paid that $1,300 out of my pocket, my hard-earned working money.
So that is another discrepancy here. Oh my god. So she made this whole big deal with the whole Raylee Rickovina case, and it's covered in this Marketing Sunday material that I did. Raylee stole the wedding dress. In that video, it's in the playlist. She was making this whole big ordeal about how she doesn't do work on partial payments. She needs full payment to get the dress and all of that. So here, you know what? I don't know. So you know what I'm saying? Like, right? So yeah, fucking, I'm about to hit play on this shit again. I got the tingler up on my hands. Hold up. But yeah, man. And for those of you keeping track of my hair playlist, I do need to do more videos on that. Those are totally coming. I swear to God. I've just been distracted. But yes, more fucking hair shit's coming. I should link my hair playlist video too. Fuck it. Anyway, self-care, guys. All right, here we go.
My parents and I gave me not one dime in that deposit, so it was all mine. Okay, so I was asking her.
I love that how she's like, I work hard for shit. So part of the message is cut out because it's the part 3 comment in the way, but it said something about also we would need to move something that is blanked out because of the comment, and it says deposit payments made. Whoops. And then it says the deposit payment due for the gown is $1,300, and for the shirt $325. And she responded, how would you like the form of payment? And Sandera had said, Zeller, I think it's Sandera, her cash app is fine. We will send the receipt over by the end of the day. And then they said, may I send it to this number? And they said, email. And with an email, please send screenshot confirmation. And this was Thursday, December 9th, 1:57 p.m. And then on Sunday, December 12th, 11:05 a.m. It said, hi, just to notify you and your mom, the initial date for that first week in April would need to.
How would you like for me to pay my deposit? I ended up paying $1,300. As you can see where it says the gown was $1,300. I paid it. Now I did pay my deposit like not even a 2.
So part of this message is cut off, but it said the first week in April would need to be pushed back. It's almost a week after I gave you pricing and no deposit payment was made, so we would need to push the initial completion date back a week if you chose to continue now. When we conducted the consultation, I agreed to date because I was under the pressure you're making your deposit payment last week, just to clarify with your mom. On Friday, December 17th, 8:01 a.m., she said, good morning, I'm ready to, and send the deposit money over today. Was just wondering if I was able to bring it to you in cash before I send it to one of my parents. I just don't feel comfortable sending out much to anyone if it's not the direct person, but it's fine if I do.
4 weeks after the fact because I was paying for it by myself, and my mom and them had to do like Christmas shopping, so I paid it by myself, but she told me that it was going to be set back and everything else, and I let her know when I was ready to pay it. Y'all can go ahead and pause it and read the messages.
And then after that, she got an auto response, and then on Friday, December 17th, 9:05 a.m., I said, hi, that was fine, so you don't have to travel here. She said, I don't mind traveling, and they said, okay, what time is good for you? She said 2 p.m. is fine.
And pause it and read the messages. So I paid my deposit back in December,
and then Monday, January 24th, 8:07 a.m. She sent the text message. It's mostly cut off, but she was making sure that the fitting was set for next month. Then she got an auto response. On Friday, January 28th, 12:24 a.m., they said, hi, yes, ma'am, we are still on track. I'm waiting on an update in regards to the stones. We are trying to get the colors corrected. And on Friday, February 4th, 9:22 a.m., she said, good morning, is the fitting still set for tomorrow, February 5th, 22? And Casze sent an auto response.
And I have yet to have my first fit in, and it is now January 24th, as you can see at the top, and she kept saying we were on track, she was just waiting on the stones, and she told me that it was going to take a while for the stones to get here, and that was going to push back our first fit in. But I just personally felt like whether you had the stones or not, you needed to make sure that the mesh was fitting me correctly before you even put anything on the dress. She even sent me this long ass story like somebody.
So this message, the first 3 sentence lines are cut off, but it said the end of one sentence said almost 2 weeks after the consultation. If you look in the previous message, I explained the dates would be pushed back slightly. Not much more, but I'm waiting on the rest of your crystals to get the correct color. We have to go through 2 rounds of orders, so this shipment, which should be finished up, should be perfected when the vendor sends me the final photos from this last dye of blue I'll show you. The others were royal, and the other was more blue, so they just had to get it right, but we are back on track. I'll update you by Monday with the updated fitting date. We aren't much off from the initial dates, but the process starts from the date you set the Zelle, not the actual time we met, if that makes sense. I'll update your mom as well, so she won't be worried or concerned. In my opinion, that's true, that should be communicated up front.
I was going to really sit there and read that, but I did read it during the time because I really wanted to get my answer. So I had finally went to my first fit in. I did not get pictures of the first fit in, but I am going to share pictures of the second fit in. Okay, so this ended up being the dress. At this point, it is March 10th, and it's still not completed. I went back to her in December. Now, don't get me wrong, the stones itself on the dress is really beautiful, but it looked like she just glued the crop top.
This looks nothing, in my opinion, like the sketches or like the vision, in my opinion, that was articulated, in my opinion. Just put that out there, my opinion.
Put a skirt on here and smacked it together and put a cut up there. Y'all can't even lie. Like, what is that? She charged me $2,600 for that and expected for me to wear that? Meet me at part 4.
So yeah, we're definitely going to part 4 next, but before we get there, people are saying, can you, Raylee, and DaDon get together? Hold up.
Okay, part 4, how this lady took $1,300 from me from my prom. This is what she made me for $2,600. Yes, $2,600. The deposit was $1,300, and at this point, I paid my deposit. That's the only reason why I'm standing there. Like, just take a second to look at these pictures. Literally a skirt and a crop top glued together. Like, literally a bunch of bullshit on mesh. So for a person that's charging $2,600 for a dress that looked like that, and you did all these celebrity dresses, you would think that you would single-handedly sewn each diamond on there. This woman glued She literally glued it. I have the dress right now. I can go get it and I can hold it up. No, give me a second. I don't know if y'all can see this, but it is literally glued and it's still not complete. She had since December to complete this. The straps are still not done. There's still safety pins in here. I promise to God, I have not done anything to this dress. Like I said before, the diamonds on this dress is very beautiful. I don't know what this is, but it ain't what I asked for. So I ended up laying the dress out so y'all can have a better visual. If you look at the middle of the back of the dress where the train is at, there's a whole line of diamonds missing. Like she never even put them there. It's very cut, very uneven. This is what I meant by she glued literally everything on there. I flipped it over so y'all can see it better. Can't nobody convince me that this is not no crop top and a skirt sewn on to no mesh. I asked for ombre, she gave me dots. Literally. She gave me lines. Like I should not see straight lines going down the... Now, those results over there came from April, the second week of April, like April 10th, April 11th. That's the last time I seen her. She kept saying, give me a week to fix it, give me a week to fix it. That was the last time I was ever at that suite. I kept telling her, no, I did not want her to fix it. I just wanted my money back at that point. Okay, so the last time I had ever tried that dress on was during my final fitting, and that was the day she wanted me to take it home. And when I got there and I tried it on, which y'all see over there, it had ripped, and she was like, well, the slit can just be higher. And then I was like, well, no, ma'am, like diamonds was falling off, like there was a whole patch missing, and I kept just saying, no, ma'am, I do not want this. I don't have time for you to give you another week when prom is literally next month. I can use that time to go find me another dress, which is right there hanging up. I was getting so irritated and I was getting so mad because I was like, I literally wasted my time with you since December and we should have better results. So I was asking her, I was like, well, would you put Jada Waiter in that? No, ma'am. As a matter of fact, tag Jada Waiter in this and ask her what she wear that, because I'm literally about to sit here and I'm about to post her brand because she made me so upset. I'm running out of time, so meet me at the next part if y'all really want to know those messages with proof of her saying she was going to give me my refund.
Right, and I love how much of a planner she is. She was like, I did not put all this work in to be left scrambling for a dress last. Let me see, did I miss something? Hold on, my bad. I'm just going to her TikTok just to make sure I got all the story time. Okay, I actually think that was it. We did all 4 parts, right? Yes, that was totally all 4 parts, I think. That's all I see posted. Okay. All right, now this is, so that was all posted 2022. That was all that was currently posted. And so now this is posted 4 days ago. And let's see what she's saying now with everything else coming out.
Hi guys, my name is Diana, and back in 2022, I did work with the brand Casze, and after seeing all the drama surrounding the brand, I did want to give you guys an update. Okay, so here are messages attached from...
So in this text message, April 22nd, 2022 at 1:05 p.m., it said, good afternoon, I was contacting you about my $1,300 deposit refund. We gave you some time, but now I need my money back. If you fail to give us our money back, we will contact our lawyers and we will send you to court. I understand that you put your time into it, your art, but I also put my time and trust into you, and you have failed to give me what I wanted, especially for a high price. I understand your frustration, but also wasted my time as well, and I worked hard for every penny that I gave you. I need my money back, and I now have other expenses for prom that needs to be taken care of. I'm asking you nicely, and I'm asking you with all due respect. Thank you. April 26, 2022 at 6:45 p.m. This is Diana, and I'm asking you nicely, may you please send my money. That was not my parents' money. Every dollar was mine. I have other expenses I need to pay for, and you have your dress back. We can meet at a local police department. I don't care about anything else but my money, ma'am. I don't know what was said between you and my mom, but I don't want that dress. I want my money.
From after I left her suite on April 10th, I tried to contact her and I tried to get my money back. And as you can see, I still have the screenshots because something told me to keep these messages. Something just told me not to just delete anything. But if you want to take a minute, you can pause, you can read. This is just me asking her for my money back. Now, she did have 2 different numbers. The first one.
So on there was also a cash app sent, I think. And on April 23rd, 2022 at 3:30 a.m. 3:30 a.m. She says the authorities are involved. People in my building are aware and telling me a crazy lady was calling about me, and I will move forward with a restraining order if needed. Wow, you all are not allowed back into the building. The landlord was notified, and my neighbors are aware also. I have your ID and your husband, so my family is also aware of what's going on. Do not ever contact me again, nor any of your daughters. Wow. And then, I guess that was to her mom. I don't know. And then there's an auto response to Casze, April 26, 2022 at 6 p.m. And then it said, this is Diana, and I'm asking you nicely, may you please send my money. That was not my parents' money. Every dollar was mine. I have other expenses I need to pay for. And then that text message.
One was I believe her personal number, and then this one, as you can see, it's the little very business line. And honestly, with this line, I did not think that she was I didn't think that she had a whole nother line that was able to receive message and she was just able to text back. But after seeing her respond back and knowing that she can see my messages, it kind of just was like, you're just really not trying to give me my money. And if you read the messages, you'll start seeing a lot of stuff about authorities and all that stuff, so I'm about to get into it. So my mom and my... Hi guys, my name is Diana, and back...
I didn't realize I was muted apparently over here. But apparently this is, oh, here, goddamn, I was muted this whole time. First I was saying I accidentally clicked out of this, and then I was saying that I was previously upset about, and I still am for those same reasons about the weaponization of police, but also it's hard to call someone out for weaponizing police against somebody who weaponizes police against others too. But I still think all the points I made were valid, you know what I'm saying?
So I'm about to get into it. So my mom and my sister, they did go up to the suites and they tried to get my stuff back. Now, as you can see, she was not trying to give me my money back. My mom and my sister, they went up there, and before my mom left the house, she said, I can try to get you your money back. We'll go up there, we'll have a conversation with her, and we'll see if we can get it back. But my mom said she's not leaving without one or the other. And I told my mom, I said, no, I want my money back. Don't try to get the dress back, because if we get the dress, I feel like that's us settling, and I do not want to settle. Now, my mom, she came back with the dress. And right then and there, I knew that something happened. So
I'm wondering though if in that case her mom making that decision for her though, but you know what? I'm gonna let the story unfold, because with the dress back, they could still possibly take that to court and still argue for their refund, all of that. But um, yeah, I think it's interesting. I think this is interesting.
with, from what I can recall, and I can get more information from my mom because I was not there. My mom and my sister, they went up there, they knocked on the door, they tried to have a conversation with her. When you get to her salon, so you do have to have a code. I had the code because she texted us the code to get to the door to get inside of the suite, the building. And from there, my mom, she knocked on the door, and then she automatically knew who my mom was, and she starts like, I have a client and I'm working and stuff like that. My mom's like, I need the money, and she's like, no, y'all are not getting the money. My mom was just like, well, if you're not going to give us money, we need the dress. I did not want the dress again. I did not want the dress. So my mom, and so they kind of get into a little something. I don't know what it was, but they got into a little something because they ended up calling the cops. Now, the cops ended up getting up there. The lady, she throws the dress at my mom, and the cop goes, well, there's nothing that we can really do because one, she owes you guys, but she gave y'all the dress. And my mom proceeds to tell the guy, well, the cop, you know, the story and stuff. And he's like, the best thing I can do is to tell you guys to take her to court.
And that was literally what I was gonna say, is that's like basically their only option at this point, but they have a statute of limitations on it too.
So in that moment, I just kind of felt like I lost because one, I have the dress, you go to court, they didn't say, and you know, I just didn't know how the process worked, and I honestly felt like I was going to lose. But then I was like, okay, we can try. I can try to post about it. I can try to do this. And then not that long ago, I find out that the lady went to Miami. You don't do no bad business in one city and then skip, hop, and jump to the next city. I was kind of confused by that, but I was just so frustrated. I just kind of felt like I had to move on. I didn't want to just kind of like consistently look back and just think like, but one thing I can say is, ma'am, you ruined my prom experience. You took that from me, and that's something that I can never get back. Thank you very much for doing that. So considerate of you, the best in the world. But now I can show you guys what I did wear to prom. And I would say that the stress just behind that part right there was a whole nother level as well. Okay, so here is me in Florida the weekend of me finding a dress for prom.
I mean, honestly, this dress looks closer to the sketch than the other in my.
And I came across this one. This was like the fastest thing and the most similar thing that I could find to what I liked at the in the moment. And the only problem was that it was too big. It was fairly close to prom. I was wasting time, and I just had to figure out what to do. So this is the dress that I did go with, and it was in a shop. Scrunched up in the back, as you can see, because it was just way too big. It's not fitting me at all. And here is the dress that I made. I did all of the alterations to the dress.
Dude, that's amazing. She did amazing work. That is.
That I had shown previously, the one that I had found in Florida. This is that very same dress I had.
I really hope she goes into fashion. That's incredible.
The week of prom to fix it, make it right, and make it as best as possible that I could. The stress that came along with it.
Dude, but it looks so fucking good. It's actually she went through that, but she did an incredible.
Really got to me. I felt like in the moment I worked so hard for prom. By the time prom came, I was over it. I stressed out so much. By the time it got there, I didn't want to be there. Here is the back side of my dress. I did cut the entire back out. I wanted a deeper V cut. I did make the slit a little.
It looks stunning. It is
higher, and this is just what I could come up with in the meantime. Now, thinking and looking back on it, I could have just did this all by myself without the fuss, the stress, and the waste of money. But I just truly wanted to get pampered. Yeah, so I just truly wanted to get pampered, and I really wanted to feel like the princess. But it's
right here, what she's saying, what she expected out of that experience, I think is what everybody should keep in mind when they're, especially for luxury customer experiences at higher price points. No.
I'm really unfortunate that this whole situation is coming up all over again, and just seeing it play out all over again for Miss Riley, or Miss Raylee, if I'm pronouncing it wrong, I do apologize, but I'm so sorry to you, because I didn't deserve it, you don't deserve it, and whoever else that she did this to, you guys don't deserve it at all. And I personally think that she will get what's coming to her one way or another, whether it was with me or whether is with Riley. I think that she can do better as a person. She will learn her lesson some way, somehow. And I will say this, karma is something. Whether it's good karma or bad karma, karma is something. So just keep your head up and stay true to yourself. And yeah, thank you guys for watching and supporting and coming back and seeing everything and how everything played out. Thank you.
Ooh, I keep forgetting to mute my mic. I'm a mess with this shit, but whatever. So it was Therealjinsu or the DaDon's video where, like, even the, you know, after the whole Casze called out Raylee situation, I think it was the Thealjinsu that got public opinion to sway by coming out with her story then. But then also, like, Diana had shared her initial story years prior to this coming out, and then because of all of this coming out, fucking that's where her video finally got traction, and then she made this other additional update. So yeah, fucking next up we're gonna look at the coverage I did on a user, her name is Zion on TikTok, and she shared her Kaze story as well. And so we're gonna check this out next. And yeah, here we go. This right here is from Zion, is a prom case. So she made a post on May 2024 before everything blew up, and it said, "Prom 2024. I didn't get to wear this beautiful dress to prom because Kaze didn't ship it out on time, despite promising it'll be ready. This was a terrible experience with this brand because of lack of communication. $2,000 down the drain, no refund or anything. So I went down to take pictures in it. And the reason that my last live stream had audio glitch is because for some reason this song was playing over and over again in the background, and this was playing over and over again in the background because I had the tab up, even though it wasn't playing for me, which made no sense for me. So this time I'll make sure I exit the fuck out of this bitch. Anyway, and hopefully it'll be fine this time. So, on here we've got some comments, and I feel like it is worth reading the comments, so I'm going to do that next. So Diana said, the same thing happened to me back in 2022. The fact that she's still at it is crazy. I'm sorry this happened to us. And someone said, I got to speak up. And then someone said, oh, so she's been doing this. And someone else said, yep, look at DaDon and Diana who commented below. And someone else said, oh, I did. That really sucks. These poor women dealing with this. So yeah, the rest of this video, if you want to go watch it, you can check out the comment coverage. But yeah, that's just where, because this one, it was just the caption and then the photo coverage that we got from there. So that's just evidence that, yeah, you can see here, there is another client who is also impacted by all of this. So yeah, now I want to finish up just with, I had done a table on the differences between Raylee, DaDon, also known as Therealjinsu, and Diana. And so next up, we're going to just finish with my coverage where I see the differences in these cases here. And just before I get to that real quick, I just want to remind you guys, if you're in New Orleans, it would be great if you go shop at my twin sister's coffee shop, Monkey Monkey. Thank you so much. All right, now let's finish up here. We're going to check out the coverage here on this little table I did on the difference between Raylee, DaDon, and Diana. So first things first, I made a little chart for us to check out here. Now it's in Canva. So first of all, I just thought we could pay attention to the differences in the stories here. So Raylee paid 60%. DaDon and Diana, they both paid in full. Raylee, there's a possibility of arguing that Raylee gave approval in writing on some of the dress issues. And you can check my presentation for that. DaDon and Diana, from what they have shown, they never gave approval on anything in writing that was wrong with the dress. You know what I'm saying? But Raylee, they might have the possibility, or at least being able to argue approval on the attorney's side in writing some of the dress issues from some of the evidence shown. Raylee kept the dress. DaDon returned the dress. Diana kept the dress. None of them have gotten a refund as of today that I know of. All of them have legal action in progress as far as I know. All of them ordered 6 months out. If I understand correctly, Raylee ordered February 2024 for wedding, August 2024, which is when the contract was signed that was shown. I believe that DaDon ordered February 2023 for February, August 2023, which is when the invoice she showed was paid. And then Diana showed that her invoice was paid December 2021 for prom from May 2022, but she booked October 2021 as shown in her evidence. So I just want to look at that. So they do have a lot of similarities, you know, on top of the fact that it's all centered around Kaze, the similarity in the terrible customer service that also came with that, the similarities would be no refund, legal action in progress, ordered 6 months out. Now, the biggest difference between Raylee and DaDon's case and Diana's case that I think will matter legally in court is the fact that DaDon and Diana had paid for their items in full. And so between that with the kept dress portion of Raylee's part, that in itself negates there's no possible accusation of theft for the people who paid in full, versus it's still possible in the person who he didn't pay the other 40%. Whether or not you agree, I'm just speaking on a legal basis, you know what I'm saying? And for that argument, just take out of context that it's a scam, because yes, it should be treated as a scam and adjusted accordingly within the law, but just on a business refund policy in general, and stealing in general, in my opinion, if you don't pay for all of something, but you take it without paying the permission, without the permission of the person you're buying it from, in my opinion, I can see why that could be stealing. And in my opinion, consent can be revoked. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm just saying why I perceive there could be a legal argument there, whether or not you agree. Like, you could just think about what their attorneys might go for, potentially. I'm not saying they will. I'm not a fucking attorney. I'm just saying what could be the argument. And then Raylee fucking also, so in the presentation, I gave the specific examples, and in my live streams, we've looked at the specific examples as well, but there were different times where she said things to Kaze such as she was happy with how the day went. If she understood if the dress wasn't done yet, that was texted once. And another thing, she said it looked good in one message too. And so there are these different things she sent. And then with the fact that the glue and the belt were on her checklist, those are going to be things that could be used against Raylee in court. But DaDon and Diana, they didn't do shit like that. So for them, and from the evidence that was presented to me that we've looked at so far from my live streams, DaDon and Diana, from what they've shown, they never gave that type of approval on shit. They were very clear and explicit and held true to what they wanted. I think Raylee may have we could argue, either she changed her mind, we could argue that perhaps she wanted those things before and changed her mind, or perhaps she thought she wanted it and just didn't like it when it came out. I'm not saying I know her, I'm just arguing possibilities. Or maybe she was just being nice and she never liked it all along, I'm just arguing possibilities for the discrepancy there. But yeah, you know what I mean? So that's the biggest case. When I talk about why I think DaDon and Diana have stronger legal cases just on that part of the whole situation than Raylee, the primary elements why are the fact that they paid in full and that there was no evidence that they gave approval on things in writing, in my opinion. Like the way Rayleigh did, in my opinion. Fucking yeah. So, and then I forgot to pull up the videos for the Rayleigh, but I'm taking this straight from the screenshots that Rayleigh did. So one of them is like the Rayleigh Rukavina speaks out one, and then I just did another one where she shared more evidence again. So she's done 3 videos total, and in one of my videos I shared 2, and then in the other one I shared the other. Oh, she's done more than 3 videos, but I'm talking about like with evidence, right? And so I'll link those in the description of this video after because I forgot which ones. But I did pull up the Casze client speak out. That one has the DaDon or the Therealjinsu story in it in here. And then you can use the transcript to look for these elements to see what I'm saying. But that's where I took these statements from. And in What the Fuck Wednesday, Casze reposts Rayleigh Rukavina GoFundMe. That's where the Diana story is in there as well. And so yeah, fucking if you wanted to check those out, I was using the transcript. And then also the DaDon, the Therealjinsu was Thanks for watching. Join the loyalty program at noladeafchild.com/loyalty and check in during live streams to get points for rewards. Oops, wrong button. My bad. I just realized I was muted, and so oh shit. Oh wait, I'm playing this other fucking. I was going to check if I was muted or not, and so it's playing over here. My bad. So that's how I realized I was muted because I was like I saw. Well, okay. So when I was done, I noticed that my mute button was on, and I was like, wait a minute, why is my mute button on? So then I pull it up to see if I was muted during it or not. I was fucking muted during my conclusion, so that's my bad. I really don't feel like repeating myself, but what I had done was recap everything, and basically just recap what we had discussed the last couple of live streams, where basically I was reprocessing everything, straight in each story straight through, because we had found out about the Raylee situation, the Diana situation, the Jinsu situation, Zion's story, the employee story, as well as the stuff happening with other creators. And it was like all of these different stories, that were happening, and it was just hard for me to like, okay, I was just like, wait a minute. I was getting some of the stories combined because I wasn't getting each story straight through. I was, having all of these different stories come through. And so that's where I was just like, yeah, let's watch one story at a time to see what happened with each situation. And that's what I tried to do here. Um, yeah, I had accidentally covered an Alexandra Bueno video I didn't mean to cover in here because I put the wrong timestamp link video thing, whatever. But so we did cover an Alexandra Bueno coverage on the messages that Casze sent her, and she also talked about Boss Lady C101's coverage, so we got that in there. And then what I meant to cover and what we also covered from Alexandra Bueno was she covered a deleted video from the Jinsu / the DaDon. So in the Jinsu story today, we covered that, and we covered all of the Jinsu straight through, as well as the live stream that I got to stream during her stream. We covered Diana. We covered fucking the former employees. We covered this other chick named Zion who got her shit fucked up. And then this is all following up with the situation that happened between Raylee and Casze last time, where last replay where we watched all of that straight through, where basically Casze tried to call out Raylee as a thief, and it all bit her in the ass because all of this other shit blew up and came out about her. All right, I think that's a good enough summary. I'm sorry, it's a bad summary. Sorry I was muted, my bad. Okay, I'm really just gonna do the post outro now. Bye.